have been denied. You may have hit rock bottom. You may have been craving for the lights. Now, all strive for one goal.
Taking that life of the Akai as well. There gives them the job on Emerald.
Put their hands together for the champion.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion worthy of the highest glory?
We are getting fatter every minute because the food here in Malaysia is just too good. Welcome to M1.
Welcome to M1.
MLBB World Championships. Good morning. My name is Manjian and this is Wolf, aka The Connection.
The Connection.
We are at the fourth day.
The fourth day
of the group stages.
here in Malaysia.
Here we go.
And you did say that the food is good.
The food is good.
The food is good in here.
The
But
food is
even
good.
better will be the action for Mobile Legends because we're gonna see the top teams here in the world, here in Malaysia, to battle it out for the last 2 slots at the playoffs.
Here we go. Here we go. First match of the day.
This is
Probably the most anticipated
definitely
match of all time. EVOS Legends versus Onyx PH.
Of course, this is the World Championship of Mobile Legends brought to you by U Mobile, YouTube Gaming, and presented by Moon Time.
Alright, and of course, for you to catch every battle, and if you do want to stream like Cray, get unlimited data for all apps with Healer Unlimited GX30 only with U Mobile.
Beautiful. Now,
Alright.
Manjin, it's going to be, like you said, the most anticipated
Let's
match.
do this.
Because
Let's do
if,
this.
if you have been following the Southeast Asian Mobile Legends meta, you know that EVOS Legends and Onyx PH, this is such an intense match.
This is it. This is it. It's like Kobe versus LeBron,
Oh,
right? Right? It's like
it's
like that. It's like that.
Golden State
It's
Warriors.
like Golden State Warriors versus Cavs,
Yeah.
but not even the championship yet,
Not even a
right?
championship.
Not
It's the
even
group
champ-
stage.
It's just a group stage,
Yeah.
and it's been like months of anticipation.
It's been
And
months.
we've been waiting for this, and it's time. I'm so excited.
Alright. Oh my goodness. This is EVOS Legends versus Onyx PH. I think that we will know the schedule for today.
Yeah, first, yeah.
As M1 is just around the corner, let's take a look at how the group stage live draw format is going to work. The 16 participating teams of M1 will be sorted into 3 pools, with the first and second pool consisting of the MPL qualified teams and the third pool consisting of the M1 qualified teams. From the 3 pools, teams will then be randomly drawn into 4 groups, with each group consisting of 1 team from the first pool, 1 team from the second pool, and 2 teams from the third pool. Team EVOS Singapore will be automatically seeded into Group A due to the home ground advantage of winning MPL Malaysia Singapore Season 4. In each group, each team will play 3 best of 3 round robin matches. Placings will be determined through the point system, with 3 points awarded for a 2-0 match, 2 points for a 2-1 match, 1 point for a 1-2 match, and 0 points for a 0-2 match. With that, the top 2 teams of each group will proceed to the playoffs, with the first place teams in the upper bracket and the second place teams in the lower bracket. These 8 teams will then go through a best of 3 double elimination format. Day 1. All 8 teams will play on the first day of the playoffs. All matches will be played in a best of 3 format. Day 2. The lower bracket matches will be played in a best of 3 format. The winner bracket finals will be played in best of 5 format. Loser going into the lower bracket finals the next day. Day 3. The lower bracket finals will be played in a best of 5 format as the starting match of the day. The grand finals will then be played in best of 7 format. The upper bracket team will be given side pick priority first. And with that, the first ever world champion of Mobile Legends Bang Bang will be crowned. Tune in starting this 11th November to witness history being made.
And that is the tournament format right there, guys. Again, you need to win 2-0s. You need to win. You need to have 2 wins, 2 straight wins,
Yeah.
for you to get that 3 points.
Yes, so 2-0 will give you 3 points.
3 points, and of course,
the winner, the top placers for each group will advance
To the upper bracket, to the
if
upper
they are
bracket.
the top 1. Top 2 will go to the lower bracket. I think we have the schedule for today. It's gonna be the first match. It's Evil's Legends versus Onyx PH, of course, Indonesia versus Philippines.
And
Next match is Onyx versus Tennis Gaming.
yeah, it's from Japan. They're
From
from
Japan.
Japan. The first team from Japan.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, the third game is going to be EVO's Legends as well, and of course the team from Russia, Zeus Vault.
They use Volt.
Deus Vault. Sorry.
Vault.
All right, Deus Vault.
Alright, and then
Alright.
of course Deus Volt will be facing off against Tennis Gaming. Evil's Legends to face Tennis, and of course Onyx PH for the last time today,
Yeah.
facing up against Deus Volt.
6 matches, but if you are indeed part of a team, you just need to get 2 victories.
Yeah, 2
I mean,
victories.
2 zeros.
You know what?
4 wins straight, right?
Yeah, and they will be fighting, of course, for the prize pool, $250,000 US dollars. It's a lot of cash for sure. And we've got the 13 placers to take home $3,000 US dollars. So
Yeah.
if you think about it, even if you don't get to the playoffs, you still take home $3,000 US dollars. And then, of course, the champions will go get $80,000 US dollars.
Quite big.
Quite big
Quite big.
indeed. With the
Quite
second
big.
runner-up to get 20K, third runner-up 12K, the rest
The
you
rest.
see on your screen.
All right, so everyone will have cash.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Cash for everyone.
Cash for
sure.
everyone for sure. But again, you do want to be that champion.
Yeah.
You do want to be the pinnacle of
This,
everything.
because this is the first world championship,
Yes,
and you
of
want
course.
to put your name down the history
In
books.
history line, yeah.
For sure, because you want to be one of the first ones to be one of the considered the best here in the business, for Mobile Legends business, right?
Yep.
And everybody is vying to be the champions. Let's see how they will fare, because we already have the top 6 the 6 contenders for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Only need 2 more.
2 more.
That will come from this group
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the recap
of day number
of day
3.
number 3.
It's been really interesting. Look to come right in. Fuzaken going in, pinning down 2 members of the wall. And that hurricane down was so pivotal. No one blast the second opponent as well. Double kill for JP as they manage to crash right in. Now they're looking to secure game 1 in the hands of the Philippines. Chico, he's here! He won! He goes in for the steal! How is this even possible? Coming from the Kula! And he also takes out the Gushin as well. Then turning things around. And there's Tamasa pushing near the top wave as well. And
this is next level plays. Are they going to reset this fight? And no, Evil, they have to complete this fight. Here comes Soda, the Tiger Speed, the Soul from Rock. Who's going to take the law? Evil beat Chico. It's going to be game. Soda, he's Itachi from the side. Tyrant race. Connection on the jungle. Where's the follow-up? There's not going to be any here. The Guardians were stalling the track. Evil X, they're trying to fight this here. And how will this happen? Double kill from Jungle.
they're not done!
And
They
they're
still
not
take the
gone.
drop.
There's no stopping them. That is, of course,
Oh.
unstoppable. Plus, of course, the double kill. Nice Hurricane Dance.
Reflection doesn't matter if it's Silas, they take him down. The Vitalist is not going to be enough. Look at this. JP with the Death Sonata against Yes Brutal gets the double kill. Can they get more? Yes. The time is.
You have no backup. Where are you going? Bruno is in the vicinity, hoping to on the top. But here comes the Tyrant Race. Doesn't go for a start, but instantly gets. But here comes the Way of the Dragon from S. They won't go in for the trade. They're looking for more. Here comes the rest of the team from Sunny Evil Esports.
They do want to get their goal.
what the-
That is again another falling star move. A good falling star move from KLBJ. They're forcing out the Steve
Heels,
fights.
man.
But the heels, man. Very good Luminum Blast. Batman KLBJ, the king, posterizing Evil Esports. And
Home is still 5-4 now, but Ross, as he jumps in, finds the kill, but Ewan is in the back line. This Grok is an assassin. Mega kill for Moon and Ross.
Out Aros.
Ewan!
Oh, there we go!
Ewan's gonna go in with a wild charge, and now Joey's for who needs to hold on, but we're locked to the Rock pounding on the pistol, and team.
And those are some of the highlights.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
just
yesterday.
this is actually the recap, you know.
Yeah,
That's
right?
that's just exactly what happened last
Yeah.
last day. You know, it was interesting because
was
Sun
very
Sparks
interesting.
they won all of their matches, but because they are all 2-1s,
Yeah,
they failed to make
yeah.
it to the upper bracket. It's just the lower bracket. It was actually Todak
yeah.
to manage to get to the
Two
top.
zeros. Yeah, they got 2-0 against Evil Esports, right?
Esports,
Yeah.
exactly. And because of that, they are able
They were
to.
able to secure the third upper bracket. Again, guys, for the people who just tune in to the M1, there are already 3 teams in the upper bracket.
3 teams
right?
in the upper bracket.
You
And
have,
3 teams down the lower
3
bracket.
teams down in the lower bracket.
Exactly.
We're going to check that out
Yeah.
later as we are now going to the top 5 place of yesterday.
Superhero landing.
The superhero landing and of course the long jump coming in from KLBJ. There you go, charge! Says the girl, and that is another hero falling down for Geo Esports. That is the response as
And that's here. They're getting clipped up once again as Puzikin hits him on the wall with a hurricane dash. He was coming into the rescue as well. But look at the rest of the members of Sunup. They're marching right into the jungle. And Nunas, the first one to fall, lost out with the Granger as well. 2 down from the Malaysian side as we see KLBJ chasing over an X-ray. And they will not let this one slide. JP goes in for the triple kill. And his
Ewan now is going to be that front line for Todak again. But Todak, they have absolutely free reign of Geo Esports' side of the match. You can see Aura now getting low. The
Holmes.
God is there, just coming. Home is still
Ewan.
5-4 now. But Ross, as he jumps in, finds the kill. But Ewan is in the back line. His Grok is an assassin. Mega kill for Moon and Ross. Ross alive.
And Bruno goes down.
that is the Bruno on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Fatalities being brought in by the side of Team Sunsparks. That is another knockoff coming in from the Cooper, but again, that's another way of the Dragon. KLBJ just cleaning house. JP and KLBJ wrecking havoc, going ham, and it is a wipeout. We are going.
The Hylas is down. There is going to be a good, actually a drop block from Geo Esports, but they will not push through as the bottom lane is now compromised.
That is
Sunsparks. This is a 4 versus 5.
That is a Duran stream, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Team Geo Esports, they do want to finish this. Man, Aura with a huge amount of prayers. And that is a mega kill coming in from Hori. 4 heroes falling down for Sunsparks. This is Geo Esports. And game 1 was probably their download series, ladies and gentlemen.
Going. Oh my goodness. So many amazing plays all throughout the day. Very interesting matches. We saw very
Yep.
many highlights with Kufra,
Kufra.
with the Hylos plays, the Granger plays
The
from
Granger
yesterday.
plays, the Chango plays.
Chango plays as
Chango
well.
plays.
Yeah, I think there are different flavors per day.
Yeah,
I
the-
think that we saw in the previous days it was like Chango, and then the
Yeah.
hero for the second day was like Lolita or Masha. Then all of a sudden, yesterday it
Yeah,
was Granger.
It was Granger, and sometimes we do see lots of clutch Numinum Blast,
That's Luminum Blast.
especially
exactly.
from Itachi.
Yeah.
Especially from Itachi, from Team Evo Esports. But right now, again, guys, this is it. Evo Legends are champions for MPL Indonesia, and your first runner-up from Team Philippines, Onyx Esports, immediately getting rid of that Esmeralda.
So, looking at my stats right now, actually managing
Oh,
for
and
the
your
side of
team
MPL
is
Indonesia during the actual playoffs, they
Right.
prioritize getting the X-Borg, their Grox, their Kufras, and most importantly, the Masha.
The Masha.
It's always banned, 100% banned. But this time, EVOS Legends, they're gonna respect the fact that Onyx PH runs
This
this
Estes.
Estes
Your
Of course.
team
support.
is banning.
In the hands of Oh My Venus.
Bend the
Yeah.
knee.
Bend the knee, please. 100% win rate in the MPL. So right now, Onyx Esports also banning the early game for the side of EVOS. That is, of course, the Kaja. What is the next ban for EVOS right now? It's very interesting because EVOS Legends, they do run the Hellcrit pick,
Yeah, they do.
like we've talked about earlier.
Yeah, this is actually very famous in
Here, yes.
Indonesia.
Your
They
team
really
is
want their
picking.
Hellcurt. They're very masterful with it.
Yep.
Onyx PH, let's see what their first pick will be.
Yeah.
Hylas is available, Grok is available, Onyx PH.
Harris.
Okay, that's Harry.
Prioritize Harris. This
Your
is
team is
Wise's
picking.
Hero.
Hero.
Yeah.
Signature hero from Wise.
Okay, so now they're hovering the Grok. This is a safe pick for side of EVOS Legends. It
X4.
answers a
Your
lot
team
Yeah.
is
of
picking.
in terms of countering Harriet's kit. Meanwhile, that is an X-Borg, and we still don't know yet if it is a support or a
Lolita.
side laner. But this is very interesting. Onyx Esports, I think they are expecting the Chango or the Granger here due to the Lolita pick.
It's also a good combination
Huh?
with Harris having the Lolita. And as well, you know, we were talking about X-Borg and Grok. They're the top picked heroes from Indonesia's
Indonesia,
side.
yeah.
And Onyx PH, they're considering the Dyrant. But of
Okay.
course, the Masha is available.
Okay.
Your
Definitely
team
will get
is
it.
picking.
So EVOS Legends might go for the Thams this time.
Yeah, or probably the Hellcurt. Like we've said, the Hellcurt is actually a great answer with the Masha. It can match up with the movement speed, and of course if you pop that wild power, and of course if you do pop that thunderclap, Hellcurt will have a great time, especially in the late game. But I think that they will just go for their mid lane to answer this Harriet. Okay,
Claude.
okay, that's a Claude. It's a
Your
Claude
team
right there.
is banning.
Very surprising early Cloud pick here for EVOS Legends.
I like it.
Well, it's not
I like it.
surprising in a way that because it's not surprising in the side of Indonesia, but it really is gonna surprise Onyx PH
Yeah.
because they are gonna wonder why did they pick the Cloud very early on, knowing that we have already the Lolita.
I
And we
like
can have
it.
the answers.
I like it. We've talked about that they're answering. We've talked about the Hellcurt, but the Claude is also an answer. They do run this one with
Definitely.
the high and dry emblem. So they're just gonna go for the side lanes with this Claude, use the Art of Thievery and get all
Your
the
team
stacks
is
and just
banned.
confuse Team Onyx PH in the clash. But meanwhile, Onyx PH, they will now ban their another core hero, which is
Yeah.
actually the Lunox.
Another surprising ban here for Onyx PH. It seems like they're respecting this Lunox so well
Yeah.
against EVOS Legends because we know that they already have the Masha and the Lolita.
Yep.
They should have the Lunox covered.
Yes.
But Onyx PH says, now we're not gonna give any comfort picks to EVOS Legends. We're gonna ban out the Lunox. We don't want that early game control to be
Yeah.
on the side of EVOS Legends.
Don't want any range here. As you can see for the side of EVOS Legends. Look at
Your
the
team
faces,
is
man. Very
picking.
serious in terms of draft. But okay, that is the Hylas. They're hovering the Balearic here.
Should be looking towards an Lakai, but
Selena.
oh,
Yeah.
Your
I
team
like this.
is
It's
I like
Selena.
I like this.
It's a very good answer to Onyx PH. Not because, well, technically because of the arrow, right? Because it can catch off
Yeah.
guard the members of Onyx PH. But more importantly, Selena allows them to invade early or take control
Yeah.
of their own jungle without Onyx PH having the access to their own jungle. So
Yes.
it's more like either invade or secure in terms of the buffs.
Yes.
It's the power you have with Selena. On top of the fact that you have extra
Yeah.
scouting prowess because of your traps.
Yeah. Plus, that is of course the threat. If ever you get hit by that
Akai.
arrow, you still don't know if they will engage you or not. Team Onyx right now securing the Akai and they will go
Your
for the
team
Kimi.
is
So I
kicking.
think this is of course the fast-paced type of game for Team Philippines due to this Kimi pick.
They're gonna push the tempo.
But this is
for
very
sure.
scary. This is very scary. Like what you've said, this is Selena
This is
having
Selena.
that abyssal trap and the passive, of course,
Yeah.
and getting all of those buffs. What is the last pick right now for Evo's Legends? They need someone in the side lane or probably another support.
Yeah, maybe a Thams actually, because
Yeah.
Xborg might be relegated to a support this time. I don't see Xborg matching up against the Masha in terms of the side lane versus side lane push, because naturally an Xborg wants to fight.
Yeah.
And Masha doesn't want to. So maybe a little go
Okay.
for another core.
It's a
however,
mage.
It's
It's
gonna
a
be another
mage.
mage. So
Selena is the support.
Sol-
Export is the support, or Selena is the support.
So what they're gonna do is have this Selena as a support. You have the Lilia in the middle, and then you have the Xborg as your offlaner
Yeah.
for Evo's Legends. So what they're gonna have to do right now is that Evo's Legends will match the tempo of Onyx PH.
Yes.
Onyx PH wants to push, right? Onyx PH wants to control the early game, but Evo's Legends says, we have the Lilia, we have Selena and Xborg with us, the Grok to top it all off, we're gonna match your tempo and push with you.
This is looking scary because Evo's Legends, they can kill without ultimates here. You have the
that's a fair
Lilia,
point.
just
That's a
level
fair
1,
point.
level 2 on the Selena, and even the Grok
Yeah.
can go for an execute.
Yeah.
And of course that wild the power of nature early damage. So
Yeah.
this is very interesting, man.
This is gonna be on Evo's Legends setting up the minefield.
Yeah,
right?
the minefield,
They
right?
have the mines, the traps from
The
Selena as
Selena.
well as the Lilia.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I think the most important thing for Evo's Legends right now is taking care of their jungle, particularly the buffs.
Yeah.
Selena and Lilia, they flourish when they get these buffs, and they will, because of that's just what the kit
Yeah.
gives them.
Let's see, because Sunsparks did play this Kimi
seconds till the
composition,
enemy
Exactly.
but they
reaches the
did play it
battlefield.
very safe.
Smash them.
Here we go, game number 1
All
of
troops
day
deployed.
4 of the group stages. Onyx PH will go to the blue side as Wise is gonna use that Harriet. Dilar as the Masha, Oh My Venus as the Lolita, Yaknu as the Skimmy, and Mr. Greed as the Sakai. Early cut
Yeah,
from
we're-
the side of Evo's PH
Yeah.
in the bottom lane.
Look at this, Evo's Legends. We were talking about this. They want to take control of their jungle and the opposing jungle already.
Yeah.
They are taking care of the buffs.
Yeah.
But Onyx PH, they say, no, we're gonna match your movements.
Yes.
They take care of this core guard
Oh.
of Evo's Legends, get it to the Harith,
Yeah.
and Lilia will not be able to catch them.
That was close right there from Wise. I'm sorry, this is Evo's Legends. Rekt is gonna use the Claw, but that is the arrow
my
missing.
goodness.
But as we've said it, before the first minute of the game, that's your first
Luminaire.
blood right there.
Here's
Evo's
here, the
Legends.
stun, it connects.
All right.
The arrow, but of course, there's not much damage. We're just back down for this moment.
This is the strength of the Selena and the Grok lineup for Evo's Legends. That early game damage
Oh yeah.
is indeed too real. Meanwhile, that is, Evo's Legends putting a stop
Yeah.
to the early game aggression and buffs.
Oh
buff
my
take
goodness, the
of
damage
Team
is
Onyx.
way too much. They take out the one. Can they get the more boomerangs there? But it's not going to be enough as the Grok eliminates the Oh My Venus Lolita.
Oh my, this is really looking hard for Onyx right now. Iaknu, his rotation is now delayed, of course, due to the fact that Evo's Legends is
Turtle
forcing out
resurrecting
team
soon.
fights without even the turtle buff.
Yeah, I would like to take note that as listed, Luminaire is one of the supports. Aura is playing as the offlaner
Ura, yeah.
for Evo's Legends. This means that this is indeed a support Selena. And even when you look at the movements, Evo's Legends are getting away with the greed in terms
Yeah.
of their lineup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with greed, they have so many cores this time. I mean, Selena will be transitioning from a support role into a core
core.
role eventually.
Yeah. Definitely right. You're definitely right. Xborg as well. And let's see, because for now, Evo's Legends, they have the tempo. And again, for the side of Onyx BH, you're waiting for their ultimates. And they do have it right now. Here we go. Evo's Legends getting the first objective of the fight. We are now transitioning into the mid game. This is clearly the game for the first 3 minutes. Iaknu needs to buy time for him to get the damage. So as Dilar
Yeah.
in the bottom lane.
Well, Onyx PH, what they need to do is to not be overreactive
Yeah.
with this killing potential from Evil's Legends. Even when Onyx PH are trailing in terms of kills, they can easily get back to the economy by taking care of the lanes, by taking care of turrets.
Definitely right.
And
Definitely
if you
right.
think about it, they're actually catching up.
But there is the threat of the Selena arrow. So this is still very dangerous for the Filipino squad. Evil's Legends right now lurking in the mid lane just to control this minion wave here. Nice farm there by Mr. Wise and getting that Crimson Lizard. So look at the traps here for the side of Selena. Setting it up in the bottom lane just so that the Claude can be safe, right?
Because they have to take care of their farmer, right? It's the protect one strategy.
Yeah.
And the value that you get out of these traps, when you play it perfectly well, you actually get a lot. That's really what I like about the Selena, right? You
Yeah.
get extra vision. It stunned Greed, but Greed was able to jump away.
And that is the power of Luminaire having the wooden mask right here. So Team Evil's Legends just controlling the tempo of this mid game. That is the last insanity for you here in the top lane. And oh my Venus will fall down.
goodness.
One.
Oh my goodness.
Losing that gloom. That shadow shockwave
Oh
there.
my goodness. Evil's
Oh my
Legends
goodness.
with the triangle offense against the
Yeah.
top lane. They want to go for the steal on this buff, but Weiss will get it. However, the Hurricane Dance is going to be there. While trying to connect onto the Harriet, and Harriet needs a Zaman Force this time.
Nice counterplay from Greed, but Wise with
Oh.
some circus tricks right there, dashing in and out, manages to get one. But still, Evil's Legends, they do have this in the bag. They will set up for the next turtle of the game. Man, they're clearly cleaning the house.
Top lane, it will be secured by Aura. We have this X-Borg having so much farm up top. 3.2k already, the richest one in the game. In 5 minutes, does have
The
the Bloodlust Axe.
If we're gonna look into the bottom lane, Blar will go for the corrosion side, but that is a flicker out
Yeah, Flicker.
to dodge the potential gank of the Donkey and company. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, there you go. This is the turtle dance. Ura and One, they are eyeing this objective, but first they do want to kill.
Donkey receives so much damage, will be able to run away. And it seems like Aura, he's ready to fight.
Ready to
Because of
fight.
the Bloodlust Axe,
Ready to
Ultimate
fight.
is available. They want to fight this, but Greed actually fends them off.
Actually, Dilar is having a good time in the bottom lane against this Claude. If we're gonna think about it, because he does have the advantage in pushing the tier 1 tower. So if ever Dilar goes for the split, Evil's Legends will have a hard time catching up, like we've seen previously with him popping the wild power. But as I say this, there is going to be some pokes here in the turtle pit.
I want to see Donkey this time. Greed is here. They want to go for the turtle. This is very fast. Again, the Turbo Masha.
Turbo
is
Masha.
here.
Yeah, okay.
There is the wild charge.
There
It's
you go.
far too late. Turtle will be taken by the Harriet, and Donkey will be taken out while the turret was taken down. Bottom, the Saban first though. One gonna be slain down by Wise.
And the Grok survives the potential that Onyx PH using the Turbo Masha. They know that, hey, Glar, you've got good power spike now, right? Go to the pit, help us to get back to this deficit.
What's gonna happen here is that Onyx PH should be pushing, but the arrow actually connects onto Wise. There's the wild
Wow.
charge. Do they have the damage? Is the question. No, they don't.
No, they
Wise
don't.
gets away with a chrono dash. Donkey wants to dip back in the fray, but now is fended off by the rest of Onyx PH. That
There's a-
is the response
Yeah.
from Onyx PH.
I like the response here from the side of Onyx PH, just securing and all their objectives, patiently waiting for Evil's Legends to overcommit and overstay, and then they just go for outplays. This is very different because Iaknu, they do want that very aggressive early game, but again, because of the delay, it's up to Wise to get all these skills and all these outplays for them to get back.
Little bit of pressure here in the bottom. The last insanity
There you
gonna
go.
be used. They want to go for this fire sticks. That's gonna connect, but it is enough to take the turret for Evo's Legends.
The tempo is still in the hands of Evo's Legends, even though Onyx PH, they're weighing it down. But again, the damage output of this Lilia is just too much. They do have the Claude still. He's not even joining the fray. He is at level 11. Wrecked is having the time of his life.
Onyx PH, even when they are trailing in terms of the economy, in terms of the gold, I think they're pretty confident with their late game prowess.
Yes.
If you look at their cores, they have the Masha.
Yeah.
Lord,
They also
resurrecting
have the
soon.
Kimi. They can push turrets even in the late game. But in terms of team fights, Evo's Legends, you're gonna have to give it to them. They have the Claude. Lilia will have a little bit of problem in the late game comparably to a Harith. But in terms of the magic damage, he can be there to lay down the damage and then for the Claude to clean it up.
You're
So
definitely
they're
right.
still happy with it for
You're
sure.
definitely right. You're definitely right. I do think that Onyx PH repelled the early game snowball potential of Evo's PH because of that early pick off. Vlar soaking a lot of damage. That is the blazing duet in your
my
face!
goodness.
Says get wrecked, ladies and gentlemen. Plus another arrow. Oh my Venus catching it. Man, Evo's Legends. Surprise, surprise. The Claude is in town.
And even with the BMI out to get away into safety just in time with the sliver health, able to run away. Now Evo's
Oh my V.
Legends threatening to take the Lord. This time they found, oh my Venus, oh my! What are you doing in there? And the Lord definitely gonna be taken by Evo's Legends. Arrival play up top, far too late for Aura. That's
Oh
inside
my.
gonna be used. It's gonna be the mashup versus Export action, but Export cannot
Can't
catch up
catch this.
anymore. But there is the
Can't
rest
catch it.
of
Don't
Evo's
fight with it.
Legends.
Wow,
Aura will
Flor!
not connect. Aura, oh no, can he run away? No, he can't.
No, we can't. That is a Hurricane
Oh.
Dance with Ura with a slither of bell. That is a 1,000 pounder stomping him into the ground. Grid is now running for his
Rex.
life. And that is another 1,000 pounder out. He will dodge out the arrow. Meanwhile, Vlar doing a great job in confusing. Misdirection is the play of Onyx PH right now, but still, Evo's Legends, man.
Oh, they're chasing.
They're
He won.
chasing.
He wants
They're
this.
chasing.
But DLR already able to run away. Recalling out because they have to answer this push from the bottom with the Lord in here. It's gonna be Donkey to spot out the Akai.
They need to fight. They need to contest. That is the arrow right there. Iaknu targeting the Lord. Grid. Debating out skills here. X-Board coming in the fray. Look at the minimap right now. Team Evo's Legends rotating in the mid lane, eyeing the Steer Tree Tower.
Very intense from the side of Onyx PH. So if you look at Evo's Legends, they're keeping up in terms of the push.
Yes.
Into the bottom, some big minion push there to secure the turret. While up top, a little bit of threats coming out from Dilar, not really participating in fights, maybe forcing Evo's Legends to back up, but in comes the export.
Vlar is going to be the X factor here for the Filipino team. The main threat
Oh my goodness.
for Evo's Legends.
Dilar.
There you go. That is the second bar of health right there. Dilar running for his life. Run, Dilar, run! That is
Dilar.
clearly a miss from the wild power. Dilar!
Oh, just in time!
Just in time! What?
The block!
What?
Oh my goodness! Chasing the Lord!
and he
They
did not-
do find it, but there's an aluminum blast. However, the blazing do it's gonna be there. It's gonna be Weiss versus the Claude, but the Claude BMI to be used to get away.
He bought time. He
Bought
bought
time
time.
indeed.
He bought time, but that is another
Oh, Rex.
arrow into the face. Evo's Legends. Can't do this to the Indonesians. We
Oh
know
my
that
goodness.
play. We know the
We know
split push play.
We
you
know the mashup.
We know the mashup
In
play.
Indonesia, we banned the mashup, but now in Malaysia, they have it to give it to Onyx PH, and they know exactly how to deal with it. Nevertheless, that clash, the U-Mobile instant replay, you saw how Rex was able to find the kill on Greed. Evo's Legends slowly inflating their own lead against Onyx PH.
Yes. Dilar with the sacrificial play to buy time. But it doesn't matter because Evo's Legends, they have a lot of siege potential. You have the Black Spears. You have the Art of Thievery. One having the Magic Wand. So, man, Evo's Legends clearly are in control. And Onyx PH is just trapped in their
Yeah.
base.
This is the problem that you get when you go for a Kimi with a mage killer, right? If
Yes.
you fail your early game pushes, if you don't get the control of the game, if you don't set the tempo, you will be struggling against your opponents.
Yeah.
And this time, Evil's Legends and Onyx, in this game, we know that Evil's Legends are able to control the game
Yep.
away from Onyx PH because
Yeah.
Onyx PH wanted to push. And
Yeah.
Evil's Legends just completely stopped them by putting up the tempo, always fighting with this Lilia as well as this Selena.
You
Lord,
are
resurrecting
definitely
soon.
right. Evil's Legends knows. They do know that this Kimi lineup has an expiration date. So they immediately went for the counter invade, for the counter jungle, contesting that objective of the Kimi. Meanwhile, they are targeting the Lord. That is the immortality for Ura. Man, this is Lord number 2. Evil's Legends right now putting on a show. They catch out Flar. Greed.
Agreed.
And Wreck and Donkey just so self-assured that they can tank up and push this bottom
Oh
lane.
my goodness, the bravado from Donkey. Manning up against the members of Onyx PH, paving the way for the rest of Evil's Legends to slowly march down the mid lane. As you take note, there is the export to take care of the top lane because there's a little bit of pressure in
Here we
there
go.
from the Masha. But here we go indeed. The
More
push
pressure.
with the Lord.
More pressure. The classic Indonesian pressure. Here we go. Another blazing duet for Mr. Wreck. That is too deep. Iyaknu with a slither of health. That is, of course, the last insanity coming in from this export. Nobody will die, but the threat is indeed real. The damage is real. This Claude is the real deal.
Now onto the bottom, they have the Lord. Manjin, it's gonna be intense for Onyx PH for sure. How can they defend? There's the Lord.
That's the
One
Lord
actually
charge.
taking some damage from Kimi, but actually tacks it up. There's a Hurricane Dance. They found
Venus.
this Lilia and they will kill him down. There's the Zaman Force coming in for the defense. The Lord will be taken down for sure.
Flar.
Masha able to run away, but the turret is taken down. Masha will eventually fall from the traps, from the damage over time, from the ticks of this Selena.
The Selena, the arrows, man. The arrows just putting in all the work. Getting that immortality from Oh My Venus, and of course, getting this Villar Masha. Evil's Legends, very patient right now, but mission accomplished. Manages to destroy the tower in the bottom side. And the next thing to do is just pressure up all their lanes and hope for another outplay.
So now this is the 15-minute mark. We don't know what can happen. Anything can happen this time, but you know that Evil's Legends, they're leading by so much. 9,000 in the bank. Not only that, if you look at their heroes, they have natural progression, natural scaling towards the late
Scaling.
game.
Yep.
Onyx PH, they don't necessarily have that. Harriet might be strong, but not Kimi.
This is because of the Selena, man. Because of that 3-second arrow. There you go, another blessing to it. 2-man knockoff coming in from Donkey. And this is
wow.
one from
Wow.
behind. Look at those black spears. Those are Baba spears. That is the black shoes. She is not going to school because she is gonna run away. And that is, of course, a focus fire for
Aura,
Team Onyx
arrival
PH.
play.
And nice arrival into the faces of the Filipino squad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Arrival in your
Ura.
face. Arrival in your face, but that is Onyx PH to take that victory for the skirmish. You know what? This is one of those moments where you can say greed is good.
Greed is good.
With the Hurricane Dance to actually isolate the Claude,
Claude.
and lock him down, pin him against the wall.
They-
Was able to help Onyx PH land the kill on a very important hero.
Is this a comeback? Is this the Onyx comeback right here? They're pushing out the mid and the bottom lane. There you go, Mr. Dilar, and Oh My Venus.
Oh.
Just picking off that Selena. 45 seconds into the death timer. Donkey is now here, soaking up a lot of damage.
Oh, Zaman Force.
He's just alone. He's
Donkey
alone.
is alone, does have the immortality, and is very tanky. Aura is here. They shift their attention to Aura. That's gonna be the Firaga armor already burnt to crisp.
Wreck is on the side.
Oh, the
Wreck
mash
on
is
the side.
down.
There go another good hurricane dance coming in from Greed. The two heroes fell down for the side of Team Onyx PH. That is the
Wise.
Salmon Force outplay. Here you go. Acrobatics coming in from Wise.
Oh, no
But
wreck.
they have no damage.
Blazing
Get wrecked.
duet.
Blazing to the duet, but the shields are real for Wise. And it's not enough to save his life. Evo's Legends.
And the rival play up top.
The defense from Evo's Legends here in the bottom lane gave them the opportunity to take this Lord and probably go for the side lane push.
New mobile replay, you can see the wraparound. Look at the positioning of the Claude, only showing himself in the most important moment where they are able to get out the Masha. They take out the Lolita as well. In the middle, the Salmon Force will eventually be there, but without the Hurricane Dance to pin down this Claude, he's freely hitting from behind, and of course the Blazing Duet to top it all
Yes. Oh my.
off. Oh, this is such an intense game, man.
Intense game. Such a bloodbath we're having right now. Onyx PH. Suppressed here in their base. All of the towers gone. Evo's Legends with 16 kills. Wrecked. Wrecking havoc.
Goodness.
And they're waiting for the Lord to come in the mid lane. They do want to get game number 1.
Marching in the middle, that's the Lord. There's the Mega Mages in there, jumping, coming out from Rex.
There you go.
This time, of course, should be it. There's the Salmon Force, the Hurricane Dance that get pinned down, but the Claude bounces on the base. The Claude, Rex takes down the base.
Indo Pride is better than the Filipino Pride here at game number 1.
At least in game number 1. With a lot of viewers watching us, Onyx PH will have to bow down to the Legends, Evil's Legends. This amazing play, amazing draft from Evil's Legends, surprising Onyx PH with the last picked Lilia and the support Selena.
The Claude was indeed their surprise. Everyone's playing this Claude not as your main damage output, but it can serve as an answer to the split push meta.
It is the answer.
It is. The art of thievery stacks. You go for the queen swings for extra sustain, and then you just go for the BMI, blazing do it in, BMI out, and that's your job. That's the Claude is just doing his job, and he wrecked.
Definitely
Wrecked.
brutal, savage, wreck.
Right?
At least for Evil's Legends. We're gonna see the highlights of that previous game. Let's see how the story developed. And you know exactly that this was a very intense game. However, when it comes to team fights, the Team Onyx PH, they're able to fight. However, when it comes to the pushes into accomplishing your win conditions, right?
Yes.
Onyx PH did not stand a chance.
Did not.
We know
Did
the
not.
map control is important for any of the teams. Whoever gets the control of the map will win the game, and evidently it was Evil's Legends from minute 0 with their invades against Onyx PH was able to take the map control.
I think that this was an astonishing performance from Dilar, buying time for his teammates to get space and get farmed.
But the problem, Manjin, is they're playing the Masha
playing the
against the
Masha
masters
against-
of the Masha.
Yeah.
This is Team Indonesia. In MPL Indonesia, the pick and ban rate for the Masha is 100%.
You're definitely
If
right.
you look at the playoffs of MPL PH, the Masha was only picked like 3 times all throughout the tournament.
Exactly.
Not banned, I guess banned at least once.
Exactly.
All I'm trying to say is Indonesia knows exactly how to take care of the Masha, and evidently they shut down Dilar this time.
And besides that, they do know how would Onyx PH play this Kimmy.
Yeah.
Immediately counter invading. This was probably the last hope for the side of Team Onyx PH to get back from this. But man, the patience here for the side of Evos, and look at this. The TP in your face.
Arrival to the face.
Arrival to the face. Ura is just too tanky. for Onyx PH to deal with. And
Still,
man, still,
you have to take note of the positioning from the Cloud here. This
Yeah.
is like the stellar marksman performance. The
Yes.
problem with Kimi is that Kimi has to go in your face, right?
yes.
This is the nature of Kimi, but with the Cloud, you can roam around the map. You can run around, you can be playful,
Yeah.
and only look for the openings that will help
Help
you
you.
and your team. Look at this, the discipline coming
Wow.
out from this Cloud to
Wow.
not overly chase, just be there when it needs to, and let the rest of his team go. And of course, put your eyes on the Cloud once again.
That is the power.
Doesn't even care about the
Doesn't even
clash that
care,
is
yeah.
happening. Just went straight for the base.
That is the power of the AOT. Should we call it AOT now?
AOT,
Art of Thievery.
and BMI.
And BMI, Black Mirror Image.
Exactly.
The AOT and BMI
A combo.
combination, man.
It's
Man,
amazing.
It's really amazing. It multiplies your attack speed and movement speed. Plus,
Wow.
if you do have flicker, it adds to your mobility.
Yeah.
And sometimes I did not see what's his emblem there.
Yeah.
But if you do go for the Electro Flash, it stacks.
Ah.
The Art of Thievery stacks with the Electro Flash
Yeah.
every time you attack.
Yeah, but I think that the marksman emblem
Oh,
set.
it's high and dry.
Yeah, you went
it's
for the
high and
hider, right? Because that
I-
makes sense. It's your
Yeah.
way for it's a way for you to chase down the Masha,
Yeah.
if ever,
Yeah.
or maybe go for the pickoffs. That's the idea behind the Claude. And sometimes they pair it up with the flicker.
With the
Because
flicker.
what you do is to get to the backlines, flicker
Yes.
in, blazing duet,
Yes.
look for the targets that are alone,
And then
pick it off,
yeah,
and then BMI away.
BMI away. If I'm not mistaken, it's either the high and dry or the bounty
Bounty
hunter,
hunter,
but
yeah.
that doesn't matter because again, Evo's Legends
Yeah.
got that victory.
Yeah.
I do
sure.
hope that we do see a game number 3 because
Let's see.
I love to see more ML action.
I want to see more ML action. You
but
know,
man, Evo's Legends, they're just too good.
really good in terms of their draft. Because there's a difference between getting a lineup and a draft, right? We explained this in day number 1. When you ask what is the better lineup, you can say that this team or this team. But in terms of the draft,
Yeah.
because the thing with draft is the order of picks
Yes.
matter. And
Yes.
what you really appreciate from Evo's Legends is that they've shown this flex pick Selena on the first phase. That meant that Onyx PH had to think, is this their core?
Is this their core, right?
Right? They ban out the Lunox. I think that they did not see this Lilia coming. And if you think about it, the way Lilia was picked was 5th pick, right?
Yeah.
And already the Kimi has been revealed
Yes.
from the side of Onyx
Onyx.
PH. And clearly, this Selena plus Lilia combination is just way too good. Why?
Yeah.
The traps are being set. That's very good against Kimi.
Yep.
And also the invade on the jungles, the jungle control, the buffs control,
Yeah.
way too good.
You don't need again the black shoes from the Lilia to answer the jungle invade.
Exactly.
You just go for even your first kill, dude.
Yeah.
Just go even for your first kill. And man, Onyx PH, they expected the Claude.
Yeah.
But again, as you've said this, Selena and Lilia was way out of the picture.
Yeah.
We did we thought that the Selena will probably go to the mid lane. But again, that's the power of the flex picks.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
flex
is
pick.
the power of your team having
Yeah.
multi-rows, right?
For Onyx PH, I think they should look into banning one of the ingredients that Evo's Legends showed. So it's either gonna be the ban on the export or the Grok, or not pick, or maybe the Masha.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, Evo's Legends will get the first pick
Your
this
team
time.
is
and
banned.
they first ban Estes. Respect is high.
Your
And Onyx
team
PH,
is
they
banned.
respect the Selena themselves.
Okay, I like this. I like this. An eye for an eye, ladies and gentlemen. An eye for an eye. Both of these teams respecting each other, respecting the color blue, respecting the color yellow.
It's blue versus
That
yellow.
is again the 100% PH Estes win rate.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've shuffled out all the words, but you
Your
guys
team
did
is
understand.
banned.
Yeah,
Onyx PH, they lost all of their games in that specific MPL championship
When the Estes was
when the
banned.
Estes was banned.
Exactly. But they love this.
They love this. Look at
Yeah.
Madame right there.
Yes, all my
Yes.
Venus
Oh my V.
wants to wear the crown,
Wants
the
to wear the
M1 crown. and wants the rest of the world to bend the knee. But Onyx PH, they
Your
will ban up the
team
Harris
is
this time.
picking.
That means that Evil's Legends can go for another export play,
Okay.
or maybe a Grok, but I think definitely it's the export.
Your
Another
team
export.
is picking.
And we still don't know where this is going. Hylos is up for the taking.
But I think
We're
Grok
team,
is the priority
yeah,
for Onyx
priority.
PH.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna pair it up with an offlaner, perhaps a Cho that was one of Galar's favorites.
Favorites, yes. Or
Maybe
a
the
Thams.
Thams. Or maybe go for a mage this early. Like maybe get their Lunox in the first phase.
They can pull off the Terizla Rafaela play if
Oh
they
yeah,
do
they
want
did,
it.
but I think Ranger
It's better.
is much better in terms of securing the first picks because this is their hero to kind of pierce through the export. What you do is get your Moonlight Sonata, or sorry, not Moonlight Sonata.
Moonlight
Death Sonata.
Death Sonata.
Get the
Moonlight
Moonlight Sonata is a song.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
get your Death Sonata up and your Rhapsody, and you whittle down the
Your
HP
team
of the
is
export as soon as
picking.
possible. But Onyx PH, they really want to take this Masha and Evil's Legends. Maybe they'll just do the same thing
Yeah.
as earlier.
But they don't have the Selena traps here. So
They
this is
don't.
very tricky for them.
They're gonna go. They are
Again.
gonna go for
Again.
this Claude.
Again, that is actually one of the perfect ways to deal with the Masha, I think. But
Your team is picking.
that Kufra there
That Kufra is scary.
is very scary, especially against this Masha.
Onyx PH.
Lunox.
Okay.
They are gonna go for the
Your
Lunox
team is
indeed.
banning.
So we
Okay.
did mention that Lunox will be there for the first pick, so that it will not be banned by Evil's Legends. At least Onyx PH, they have secured the wise hero. And look at this greed. Still
Looking at
pretty
the cap-
confident.
Yeah,
looking at the camera.
Looking at the camera.
Wants to prove to the fans
We got this.
that they still got this. However,
We got
Evil's
this.
Legends, they do have game one advantage.
Evil's Legends. They're not looking at the camera, man. They're very serious here.
Very serious.
We're not playing with you guys, you know? Says Evil's Legends.
We don't play with our
Yeah, and they're taking their time in banning out this third hero. Okay, it's the Lolita.
Your team is
Hmm.
banning.
The control here for Onyx PH lacks. They need stuns right now. Probably Kaja or another Akai pick. But okay,
Your
I like
team
the
is
Chango ban
picking.
because of the Lolita ban of Evil's Legends.
Definitely want to consider it. You don't want to be fighting up against the Chango and the Claude. There's way too much control of the of a certain zone. And Onyx PH, they can look to get their tank again.
Hylos.
Hylos makes a lot of
Your
sense this
team
time.
Like what
is
we've said.
picking.
Like what we've said. It's the Hylos. Okay, so it is going to be the Revitalize here. Someone will use the Revitalize in order for them to combo it with the Glorious Pathway. So Onyx PH, they have a lot of mobility because of this immediate disengage. They're just gonna run through Evil's Legends.
Okay.
But okay, Evil's
They-
Legends. What is the
they-
pick here?
I think they're gonna go for something like a Gushan or a Kagura.
Uh-huh.
It's one of their.
To counter the Hylos. Oh,
but
my.
of course, Hylos is there. I mean, they're not. They are pretty
Cho.
confident with this. And
Oh
Cho,
Your team is picking.
Something new in the table.
still a lot of flex picks for Evil's Legends.
Yeah,
And the carry, oh, the Iyaknu carry.
it's the Yakno carry.
This is something else.
And we still don't know who's gonna play who, right?
Yeah.
In the side of Evil's Legends. Is this a support show? Is this a support Xborg? That will be the surprise for the Filipino squad. And they need to prepare themselves, man.
We definitely need to. I'm actually looking back at the game in my own mind, Palace
Carry.
Magic, and we were thinking about how Onyx PH should be controlling this Lilia.
Yeah.
Because the thing with Evil's Legends is that they revert back to the roots, right? If you look at day 3, days 1 to 3 of the mobile of M1 group stages, retribution is not the thing anymore.
Yeah.
But Evil's Legends, they will go back to the roots. They go for retribution on 1. There's no retribution on Onyx PH. This means that Evil's Legends, they want to take care of the business
Yeah.
in the jungle.
Yes.
Like for example, taking care of the buffs, the shocker, the mother shocker,
The statue shocker, the mother shocker,
and the baby shocker. Of course,
the baby
core-
spinner,
the
right?
baby spinner, the core guard.
Core guard. Yeah.
the crabs, and more importantly, turtles and lords.
You're definitely right, because again, Lilia, when she's level 2,
Yeah.
she can spam out waves and go for an early jungle.
Yeah.
Plus, having the retribution, you can spike up your income
Exactly.
just like that with a
Exactly.
snap.
And it's all about not giving it away to your opponents, right?
Yeah.
The one who controls the buffs
Controls the
the game. It's
It
one
is.
thing that we can say. Because what you do if in the early game, like the first set of rotations, like the key timings for all of the players, you have to secure your buffs.
Yeah. And, they
And
need to answer
what
this.
happened earlier was Onyx PH, they only took 1.
Yep.
They invaded the core guard, and Evil's Legends took 3 in the early game.
Let's
Or
see.
at the very least, they took 2, and then not let Onyx PH to get
Yeah.
their second one, which is super duper important in the early stages of the game.
This is the first trap card of Evil's Legends, the Lilia pick.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting this, even us. I don't know if Onyx PH is expecting this, but still, man, it is indeed a surprise. And let's see what kind of rotation will this Lilia do, having the retribution
Yeah.
in his hands.
So what's gonna happen here is that Onyx PH, they don't want to go for the contests on the buffs because they know that they don't have the retribution. They don't want to contest the turtles and the lords. They have to
Yep.
focus on the fights
Yep.
themselves,
Yep.
which is a legitimate strategy. They have to not fall into the trap of what happened earlier. This time, they do ban out the Selena, so
Yeah.
they aren't that scared of the Selena this time. Maybe they can more confidently take the fights
Yeah.
from now on because they know exactly what they're up against.
Because there's no arrow to hit you and no traps.
Exactly.
No traps. So you can actually dodge all of these back spears
Yeah.
from the Lilia quite easy, you know. But again, we're just waiting for the game. Here we go, guys.
The enemy reaches the
There's no more
battlefield.
waiting
Smash
as
them.
this is game number 2
All
of
troops deployed.
the first series of course, day number 4 of the group stages. Wrecked again with this Claw Donkey as the Cho Luminaire, as the Kufra, Ura as the X-Board, and number one is going to be this Lilia.
And Onyx PH on the red side this time. It's green on the Grok. It's Dilar on this Masha. A little bit of fight here in the around the gargoyle area
Right.
of Evil's Legends. You have Wise
Wise.
on this Lunox.
Okay.
Ilos
Okay.
controlled by Oh My Venus and Iacno with the carry, and look at that steal.
Nice steal there from Mr. Greed,
Yeah.
delaying the XP from the side of Evil's Legends. And man, Onyx PH, they're playing their game right now. Look at this. They are immediately cutting the creep waves, the minion waves in the bottom lane, and giving Iacnu a good amount of experience to get his early power spike. This is quite early for him.
Yeah. Look at this. Manjin, Evil's Legends. Even when they have been stolen a buff, they still are getting the economic advantage. Oh My Venus fended away. And of course, here comes the Lilia.
Okay, that is the
Donkey.
revitalize. That's the revitalize. Donkey flickering in. That is, of course, the first kill coming out from Ura. But
Donkey.
okay, Donkey.
Donkey!
Oh, overextended is welcome, but
Oh.
because of the Shunpo, manages to get out.
And Wise, the ultimate. This is level 4 already available for Wise. Fortunately for himself, so he can use the Brilliance.
This is exciting. This is exciting. Both of these teams repelling each other in getting their
Turtle
objectives
resurrecting
for the
soon.
first 2 minutes of the game. That is still the river grab alive,
Exactly.
guys.
This is how close you can get one with the boost.
Request backup.
And there's still
What?
a buff. There's
Ura!
The steal
The
from Ura.
steal, the last pixel from the fire
fire-
missiles, bro.
Oh,
Fire
and-
sticks.
oh my goodness, the controller with the dragon to take out the Lunox. And that was incredibly fast from Evil's Legends. Now Dilar.
Calculated.
Poking.
Calculated,
They know the
says
damage.
Ura, man. Yeah, they know the damage.
And there's a kill on the Lunox.
Wow, Evo's Legends.
Donkey, oh man. Showing up this time.
Yeah.
There you go. The instant replay can't even handle
You can't even handle how good
Joe
Evo's
is.
Yeah. You're definitely
On
right.
the bottom side of the map, that's the less insanity, but of course the glorious pathway is there.
Okay, so this is another replay. Once
Replay of a
again,
replay. Oh, and this is
Okay.
not a replay, but you see it just like the other play,
Yeah.
because that was another Way of the Dragon connection coming out from Donkey.
We're now in reality.
This is the reality.
Because in real life, EVOS Legends is now owning Onyx PH for the first 3 minutes of the game, controlling the tempo.
I love
And
this. The
What
invading
kind
voice.
of comeback can Onyx PH do? They opted to go for the invade, like what you've said, and
Yeah.
they need to push out this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. But as we say this, look at the top lane, man. Luminaire falling low.
Oh.
Dilar, there you go.
1v1 with the great
That
one.
is a retaliation play. Wrecked. Goes for the BMI out. He will pop
Oh.
that Art of TV for extra movement speed. Plus, popping the sticker
It's all
for
about the stickers,
extra
man.
swag. For
It's all
extra
about
swag.
the
right?
emotes. Donkey running away. What a nice block. And the wild charge to go with it. Donkey with a flicker, however. They just can't catch this Donkey.
The donkey is just too fast for the high loss, guys.
Wow. And one fending off two tanks using the black shoes just to keep himself healthy. A screen actually takes so much damage.
no.
One.
Oh,
of course,
no.
the last insanity gonna be used, and they burn Gromp to the crisp.
And Glorious Pathway wasted there by Venus Path. No, okay. I spoke too soon. That is, of course, an
Donkey.
outplay coming
Donkey.
out. Donkey!
Killing spree.
Donkey cleaning house. Another Way of the Dragon for Dilar. Oh my Venus will die. Luminaire will miss his Tyrant's Rage, but Donkey, man.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
This is his playing field.
This is playing field, yes.
7 kills.
The
and we have the
kicks.
replay.
The kicks, bro.
Let's
The
look at
legs.
this. They are focusing too much on the export. And Wreck this year, look at the communication between these two players. Only
Oh,
jumping in with the BMI when the Jin Kondo connected onto the Lunox.
Targeting the right people at the right
Exactly.
time.
Oh,
Good
wow.
focus fire right there from EVOS Legends. Donkey with acrobatic tricks.
But it's not done.
And then it's
Manti.
not done. You're definitely right. One getting the turtle buff. Okay, you have 2 minutes left for the third round of the turtle. But we're now at 5 minutes, and this is clearly a transition to the late game. Donkey again.
Again with the plays, the alley-oops.
Mega kill.
Does
The
it-
playmaker.
The playmaker doesn't even need Shrek
Wow.
to be the protagonist here. Donkey,
Donkey and Shrek.
Donkey and Wrecked.
Donkey and Shrek.
Donkey and Shrek, man.
But up top, Aura, it's gonna be pummeled down by Iaknu as well as the Hylos. And now the PH find a pick off it down losing anyone, but up top, there's still the play, there's still the Lilia. And now the recall just in time to get away. Very close. But onto the bottom, they want to go for the one shot play. The clock is down, the shutdown in there as well. Luminaire steps into the fray. The superhero landing is not that flashy anymore.
Oh my, okay. Onyx PH, a little bit of jab here and there. Oh, EVOS Legends is overextending. But again, man, this is the Donkey show.
Donkey wrecked.
This is Donkey Wrecked.
Oh my.
Wreck and Donkey, right?
And one is here up top, not even scared of the
Oh
Hylos.
my.
And look at
Look at
EVOS Legends, they're still defending their mid lane turret. And
Oh,
there's another
look at
play.
this Donkey! He's just taunting Onyx PH, dude!
Yeah.
Flickering in and out and just standing there in front of their faces.
Exactly.
Look at this.
And this is the idea of the bully show, right?
The bully show.
This is like the hooligan.
Look at this, man. Hey, look at me.
The
Look at me.
hoodlum.
Right? The hoodlum.
I own this place.
I own it. I
I'm
own
the
this
king
place,
of this
dude.
place.
Yeah.
This is my town.
It's my town.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Oh,
Oh my.
bottom lane, Dilar have to answer this push, but actually takes some damage against Luminaire. Luminaire able to run away with a revenge, actually, Tank's revenge, but with the threat of the Claude, Onyx PH will just back down.
Yes, you're the exactly. Onyx PH is too confused right now. Who will
Way of
they
the Dragon!
target?
Another alley
Ah!
of play! Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness, Donkey the Playmaker!
Oh!
The Donkey Show!
Killing spree.
They did punish the Kufra this time. The Lunox is here, but the turret is taken out.
Double kill.
Donkey finally falling, but in what is the exchange? It's gonna be the kill onto the Lunox. Onyx PH.
Onyx PH, man.
They have to deal with this jump of the replay once again.
It's Donkey and I don't know, random people. I think.
Donkey
the-
+1.
Donkey +1. The Donkey +4 equals win. That is the story right now for EVOS Legends. This is a surprise pick. Again, man. EVOS Legends pulling off every trick in the playbook. Donkey with just an Athena shield.
It's more than enough.
And nobody can catch him.
Now the question
No one.
is, how can Onyx PH get back? They still have the carry, Manjin. This is not over yet. We do know that EVOS Legends, they have an extreme amount of lead.
Yes.
With 6,000 in the back
Yes.
by 8 minutes in. They already lost 4 of their turrets, but most importantly, they have to take care of the next Lord. This time! Oh,
Oh,
no!
no!
Donkey!
Alley-oop, says Donkey. What a lob, ladies and
What a
gentlemen.
lob indeed, coming out from this guy. And the place.
And the place. Can't believe my eyes, dude.
Can't believe what I'm seeing, player.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, player. That is the glorious pathway, player. But Donkey is still alive,
Crazy,
player.
do it.
Mega kill from the Lilia. EVOS Legends owning Onyx in game number 2.
Shut down.
It's not Donkey +4. It is us, EVOS with plus Legends.
Oh my,
Oh
and they
my.
are indeed the legends.
And they're alive.
They're alive.
still alive.
Aura, he cannot die. This is Virago armor for ya. And the Parsniks is gonna be, their stun gonna be even needed as they take out the
Oh.
members of Onyx
Kill.
in their own base.
Oh, are we looking at the future champions, bro?
EVOS
Is
Legends.
this the future? Are we in the future?
So much dominance from these guys. The jump in, they got to react. No, this is bad. The godlike streak coming out from the Claude, and it's not stopping. The carnage is still here. The shutdown on the Claude, but this should be it. EVOS Legends securing their 2-0.
Donkey Show was
Donkey
real.
wrecked.
Donkey wrecked.
And there is a reason why they are called EVOS Legends. There's
The-
a reason why
why-
people are hyping them up, why
Yes.
they are the most anticipated team here in Mobile Legends World Championship. The strength of EVOS Legends is just way too much.
It is. And there is a reason why they have legends in their name, in their team name.
Wow. This is amazing. 9 to 20.
You cannot spell Mobile Legends without the legends and EVOS, bro. Is this
Oh man.
is this the future?
0, 1, and 12.
Wow.
And they have Rex with 12, 2, and 4.
12 assists
12
from
assists
Donkey.
from the Donkey himself.
The Donkey
Only one
Show.
turnover, man. Only one
Only
death.
one death. And look at the Onyx PH. You rarely see this.
Exactly.
Them going bronze.
Yeah.
And man, I just can't believe my eyes. It's Donkey all over the place, you know?
With all of the alley-oops that you're saying about, all of the way of the dragon to facilitate for his teammates, there's a little bit of fight for Onyx PH in the early game. However, when the Selena was not available, the Donkey Show was available. Like this time, look, this is amazing, right? If you remember this replay, the communication is still from Rex and
Donkey.
You can imagine them telling themselves that go for the Blazing Duet onto the Lunox.
Yeah.
Do not focus on the Hylos. That's not your main target. You want to go for definitely the Lunox.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
This is really amazing.
And another play here, right?
Especially in the early game of the match.
Yeah.
We've seen the River Crab still alive, and because of that steal from Luminaire. No, actually in the bottom lane, it's the export. Yaknu was just way behind in terms of income,
Yeah, exactly.
and because of that, Donkey immediately rotated in the bottom lane
But-
and just ganked them.
Then
all
again,
over.
well, this is true. It's true that you kind of hype Donkey for what he's worth, right?
Yes.
But then again, this is an overall team effort. You have
Overall,
to take
yeah.
down Van
Yeah.
with this Lilia is very comfortable in taking control of the map, right? You take care of business in terms of taking the buffs. There was one time where, even with the early invade from Onyx PH, there's still 3 buffs that belonged
Yeah.
to the side of Evo's Legends. Like their own Shocker in their own base, near their own base, they did not take care of it. They invaded immediately against Sonic PH and then took over the map with economy with it.
Exactly. Exactly. They are moving as one
Their
right
movements
now.
are so good.
Yeah, they're an ensemble.
Yeah, they're an ensemble.
They are indeed an ensemble.
They're in the same page.
Ending the game before 10 minutes. That
Yeah.
is perfect ML right there.
Yeah, but Onyx PH, I think
yeah,
this should be a lesson for them more than anything
yeah,
else, right?
more than anything else.
Surely they lost that fight against Evo's Legends, but it's maybe because they aren't ready for this Lilia pick. Because from a bird's eye point of
Bird's eye view, yeah.
from a bird's eye view, you know that Evo's Legends are way too ready for this. Oh, wow.
I don't know, man. I do love to see more Mobile Legends, but let's go into the post interview right now.
Getting Q here on the scene, and I have here with me EVOS Legends one and only Donkey after coming off a really great win. How do you guys feel off of this first win of the game?
Very happy. Very happy because I'm not expect that we can win easy. I mean win easy because yeah.
I mean, overall, you guys did an amazing job. I mean, this might have been one of your more difficult games within the group, but are there any teams that you guys are particularly afraid of to actually, go up against?
No one we afraid because I think we are strongest team.
Strongest team. Okay, that's some big words, but we'll have to see. Now, honestly, do you guys think that you can actually take it all the way and end up being the M1 champions this time around?
Can.
Do you have any other words you have to say to your fans? Back at home, actually.
To my Indonesian fans, jancuk kabeh.
That's Donkey here with me getting Q. We're gonna throw it back to the casters.
Oh, wow. Wow, Donkey with the confidence, I would say.
Quote unquote, we are the strongest team.
Yeah, they know.
Donkey
They can do it.
2019.
Oh.
Right?
Put that in the graphics.
Put that in the graphics.
Put
that in the
Donkey,
highlights.
Put that in the
Put
highlights.
that in the highlights.
Put it in your banners if you are the fans of Evo's Legends for sure. And if you're from Indonesia, you know that you have very good representation coming here on M1
Yeah.
with the performance of Evo's Legends. Onyx PH, however, Manjin, you're gonna have to give props to them. They still put up a fight.
Whatever fight.
They look surprised
Yes.
against some members of Evo's Legends,
Yes.
but it's not the end. They still have 2 more series. They can bounce back.
Yes, but this is very scary
Yeah.
because you need to secure two zeros in
Maybe.
order for you to go to the upper bracket.
Exactly.
And Team Japan and of course
Team Russia.
Team Russia, they're no
pushovers.
jokes. They're no pushovers, you know.
Exactly.
They're not jokes. So this is really looking hard. If you are a Filipino fan,
Yeah.
please pray for Onyx PH's
raise
life.
your hands.
I do think that this is the hardest
Yeah.
group bracket that
Maybe
we
you
have,
can say
right?
that.
Maybe we can say that.
Yeah, it's too early to say.
It's too
You know what?
early.
Maybe
Too
after
early.
the first 3 games,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think they need to have lunch first.
maybe.
Maybe.
But that has been our first series. A very interesting plays. Of course, a lot of amazing plays from Evo's Legends. But Onyx PH, and see how they bounce back because they do have the match later.
Yes.
Next
Of
match.
course, before we head on to a break, thank you so much for our official sponsors, U Mobile Live, and of course we're live on YouTube Gaming and presented by Moontoon. That is, of course,
Yeah, catch every battle, stream like Craig, get unlimited data for all apps with Killer Unlimited GX30, only with you mobile. That has been the first series. We will now hop into a quick break. We will come back for you. This is Manjin and Wolf, hashtag The Connection, and don't go away.
Girls with their nails done.
country proud. They told us to stop wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019. M1.
You may have been denied. You may have hit rock bottom. You may have been craving for the lights. Now, all strive for one goal.
Taking that life of the Akayas where they picked up the job on the Emeraldo.
Put your hands together for the champion.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion worthy of the highest glory? may have been denied. You may have hit rock bottom. You may have been craving for the lights. Now, all strive for one goal.
Taking that life of the Akai as well. There becomes the jump on Emerald.
Put your hands together for the champion.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion worthy of the highest glory?
We are now back in the M1 MLBB Championships. Again, we're Shoutcasters, The Connection, Manjin, and Wolf. This is game number 2 of course,
The group
the group stages. The last day of the group stages. Onyx PH versus my favorite team. Versus my favorite team. No, I'm not biased here. I'm not biased here, but these guys, they're my favorites, man.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Tense Gaming is from Japan.
From Japan.
The land of anime has landed. Let's
M1
go.
World Championship, of course, hosting everybody from the globe.
All right.
Fighting for Mobile Legends action. This is brought to you by U-Mobile, by YouTube Gaming, and presented by Moonton.
And of course, for you to catch every battle, and if you would like to stream like Cray, unlimited data for all apps with Giller Unlimited GX30, only with you mobile.
Beautiful. Beautiful day for us. We saw
Beautiful
a
day.
very good display of action from Evil's Legends against
Yes.
Sonic PH.
All right.
This time, Sonic PH, after their 2-0 loss, they have to fight against the Japanese, the anime
team.
The anime team.
Yeah, the land of anime, and
Tense
of course,
game.
yeah.
Is it pronounced like Tense Gaming?
Tense Gaming.
Tense Gaming.
Tense Gaming. These guys are good.
These
These
guys
guys are good. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit of story later.
Yeah.
Right? When I was in Japan, I was there when they are having the qualifiers for M1.
Ooh, that's
Right?
cool. All right, maybe we can learn more about the team for sure. Wow. Okay. What can you expect from Onyx PH and Tense Gaming?
I do feel that Onyx PH, they already had their coffee. We saw them outside, so they need
It's
to
wake
wake
up
up.
time. It's wake up time. All right, all
because
right.
in the Philippines, you always wake up at noon.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, it's
Right?
it's 11:30 in the morning, GMT +8. You know, we know that everybody's alive right now, and maybe Onyx PH can say something about this. Tense Gaming. We don't know much about Tense Gaming, but from what we hear from other teams, they are scary.
They're scary, bro.
There you go.
They're scary, bro.
Ikuze!
Ikuze!
Ikuze.
Ikuze
I'm sorry.
means go.
It's not Ikuze. It's Ikuze.
Ikuze means go.
Okay.
Yeah, Ikuze means go. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, it's tara. We're sorry, guys. We're just having fun because again, we love casting this
Yeah,
game.
we love casting. We just love Mobile
we
Legends
just
so
love
much.
Mobile
We're enjoying
Legends. Yeah, we're enjoying.
every bit of it.
Okay, so
casting this game.
for Team Japan, they do run this aggressive lineup as well. But I think that in terms of experience, Onyx PH clearly has the advantage because again, there was no MPL in the other countries, especially Japan, and Onyx PH. I think because of game number 1, they said to themselves, "Hey, guys, we should prove to them that we're one of the strongest here in this bracket."
You know what, Onyx
Right?
PH, they should not be looking towards these teams that are from the qualifiers, like they should not take them like that's what I'm trying to say, right?
Of course.
Because you have to take note, in some of the days we saw even teams from qualifiers make it to the playoffs.
Yes.
Like Evil's SG even lost to a qualifier team, right?
Right?
So-
VFM, right?
VFM, that's from Vietnam.
Yeah.
And the most important thing about this Tense Gaming is that you don't know much about them, but you do know that they play a lot. And
They do.
there's just a lot of discipline from, Japanese teams.
Yeah, they run Xborg actually.
They run Xborg a lot.
Yeah, they're good in the
Exactly.
side lane. I've been playing in the Japan server last August, and people there are really good. Even though sometimes if you play rank, teams your teammates don't play support. They don't pick supports, and you guys win. That's how good These guys are.
So it's not, even if you have a bad draft,
Even
like
if you have a bad
5
draft.
cores in you,
Yes.
you still win the game.
You still win the game.
Okay.
Unlike Philippines.
Yeah.
It's unlike our country, bro, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
alright. It's
It's
alright.
alright.
It's
We have-
alright.
we have-
It's alright.
We have nothing against
Yes.
the Filipino people, for sure.
Yes.
We're Filipinos, by the way.
We respect these guys a lot.
Yeah,
And we're hyping them
It's just
a
a
lot.
different type of
Yes.
strategy, right? For Onyx PH versus Tense Gaming. More importantly, I think, Manjin, what you need to achieve when playing in the top, you know, in the top big stage, the biggest stage,
Yeah.
you have to be relaxed.
Oh,
You have to
yeah,
be in
yeah,
your
yeah.
zone. You
You're
have to be
right.
in
You're
your
right.
zone.
You need to have that Zen mastery.
Zen mastery.
You need to have that yin
Yeah.
yang focus,
Definitely.
Right?
The inner peace.
the inner peace. And it looks like Team PH is not at peace.
Well, you know,
'Cause-
after losing that,
Because if they lose one match,
oh,
their chances of getting to the playoffs are
Slimmer by
is
the
slimmer
minute.
by the minute. Yes.
That is actually true.
That is true. That is true. So they need to get 2 wins.
Yeah, they need to get to 2 wins.
But again, this team is no joke,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. This is-
Okay, let's see. We're now at the picks and bans, ladies and gentlemen. So Onyx PH. Okay, they banned out Hylos.
Your
Yeah.
team
Yeah.
is banning.
That is clearly a respect.
Yeah, and this is also the natural approach for you if you don't know what you're going up against, right?
Yeah.
You don't know that what your other teams will go for. Just play it like
Your team
like,
is banning.
what you normally would.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, back to your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then if you play accordingly to what you are always playing with, maybe you can win against your opponents
Yep.
that you don't know about.
Let's see, guys. Again, Team Japan. If I'm not mistaken, because we have esports games, right? We have
Yeah.
esports game, and Team Japan. I think this is the first time we've seen a team, and dude, I do expect that they can pull off one because they love to play this clash type composition. I mean, clash type composition where they layer in skills. That's why Onyx PH banned out the Hylos, of course, because of the glorious pathway. So again, what is the next ban
It
for
should-
team?
definitely
team
the
is
drop. I
banning.
think export should be also a consideration for Tense Gaming. And if they know Onyx PH so well, they might do the same thing as what Evo's Legends did. Maybe ban out the Estes this time if they're prepared for it. Although Onyx PH, we don't know exactly if they still want to go for the Estes.
Yeah.
Because while it's true that it's one of their favorite picks, it might not work in the meta right now.
You're definitely
Your
right.
team
Of
is
course,
picking.
our meta right now, for me, is the split push and these pseudo heroes,
Yeah.
right?
The
The
pseudo
tanks,
tanks,
pseudo fighters, the 2-type heroes,
the flex heroes.
the flex heroes, like we've seen from Evo's Legends, getting heroes that are flexible. You can play it in
Your
the side
team
lane.
is
Who you can
picking.
play in the side lane and in the top lane. Okay, look at this. Look at this.
The mash.
It's a
Harry.
mashup.
Yeah.
We're at
Your
fighting game
team
now,
is
man.
picking.
Fighting game mode.
Fighting game mode. Masha and Harriet for Tense Gaming here.
So what's gonna happen right now is maybe Onyx PH can secure one of their tanks. We did mention the export earlier, and immediately Onyx PH pick it up. With Harriet as well as the Masha, you take a lot of damage onto turrets, right? Because what the strength of the Masha and Harriet is not actually in team fights. Well, Harriet does have a lot of strength in team fights because of the synchro vision, but really what is very important if you know how to play the Harriet is if you know how to play perfectly well taking down objectives with the Harriet, right? It's a very bad
Pounds.
sentence, but what I'm trying to say is Harriet can easily take down turrets.
Yeah.
Masha as
Well.
well. And
Your team
with
is
this,
picking.
we're gonna see Tense Gaming prioritize getting all of those pushes.
All of those
is
pushes.
Basha immediately
Speaking
taken
of
by
pushes.
Tense Gaming.
Speaking of pushes, they will match up against the sustain from Onyx PH. But man, if you're gonna look at Onyx PH's lineup here, this is classic. This is vintage Onyx PH sustain here.
The sustain.
The Esmeralda is open. The Esmeralda is up for. Sorry, the Estes
Yes.
up for the taking here, and it's going to be really bad for Tense Gaming because you don't have any kind of burst in your lineup with this in dealing with these heals.
Yeah.
But I still don't know if Onyx will pick this Estes or Rafaela. Onyx banned out the Hellcurge, which counters their lineup because of the split. But look at this.
They're having fun.
They're having fun, man.
Having fun.
It's our first
I
time.
really wish I know exactly who the players are right now. Because
Later.
Maybe we will talk to them later, maybe.
Yeah.
But there's the Hellcurt.
Yep, there is it.
The ban from Onyx PH and, well, Tense Gaming banning out the Claw. They might go for a Kimi
Yeah.
pick here. Or
Carry.
instead, they will go for the carry.
That was
instantly.
quick. That was
Was
quick.
quick.
That was quick.
This is your anti-sustain. Well,
Yeah.
it's not really the best answer against sustain sort of lineups, but it's very good against the Esmeralda just because of the pure damage that you get, true damage
That you get.
that you get from it. Onyx PH, with this Thams, with this Esmeralda, their sustain is actually pretty high. And maybe Onyx PH can look towards getting Akai.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
But considering the Gord,
Yeah.
or maybe they'll go for Granger as their last pick.
Yeah. For Iyaku.
Or Iaku. But
Iaku.
of course,
This is just a hover.
Export is also one of the. I'm sorry. Gord is one of the cheese strategies, I would say, or the pocket strategies that we saw previously in the last days.
Akai.
But we know that the Granger is
Your
one of the
team
more
is picking.
solid picks for Onyx PH.
Okay.
Definitely want to secure it for sure.
So they did not go for the heals for the classic heal play for them.
Rafaela.
But Tense Gaming
Wow.
will instead
Oh my!
go
You
for
know,
the heals. Rafael!
I hate myself. I was gonna say that it's gonna be Rafaela
Rafaela.
for Tense Gaming.
Yep.
Why? Because you need a Durance carrier.
Yeah.
It's not much about the heals. Of course, you can get bonus from the heals, right?
And the movement speed, right?
speed. More importantly, you need a Durance carrier if you're Tense Gaming because you need to shut down the Thams as
Yeah.
well as the Esmeralda.
Yeah.
And Rafaela
It's the
really fits
perfect.
the profile for what Tense Gaming wants to play with.
It's perfect.
And this is a no retribution game once again.
No retribution game. Both of the teams having a different type of play style.
Yeah.
You have the split and the in and out skirmish strategy from Tense Gaming. Meanwhile, Onyx PH, they want to go for this wombo combo type of clash.
Yeah.
Who will win this? I am so excited.
I am so excited.
I am so excited.
This is game number 1 of this best of 3 series between Onyx PH and Tense Gaming Plus. Philippines versus Japan in the Mobile Legends action. For sure, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be intense.
It's gonna be intense.
And like we say, Izuka,
Ikuze!
Ikuze. I mean, sorry.
Ikuze! Once again, Onyx PH, they need 1 point.
Yeah.
If they lose this one, the specific game, their chances of getting to the playoffs
Gonna be slimmer.
is gonna be slimmer. So for the people in the Philippines, raise your hand. For the people in Japan, please raise your hands as well.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Deployed.
Oh,
Game number 1. All troops deployed. Onyx PH onto the blue side. Oh my Venus as the X-Borg. Glar as the Thams. Wise is gonna use the Esmeralda. Greed as the Akai. And Iyaku is the Granger.
Tense Gaming Plus from
Ta-ta!
Japan now playing. On the red side, it's Tomibo. On this Harith, it's Totaka. On this Masha, it's Zure.
Sure.
On this Baksha, Papa on this carry, and Obuyan
Oh, look at
on
this.
this Rafaela.
Wow.
Wow. Our rivals in the face.
Swag play there, right? Swag
Totaka.
play, man.
Totaka.
Totaka with a failed attempt to get the core guard. But again, that was probably one that was probably expected from him, and of course, he forced out Onyx PH in attacking him.
Yeah.
So he delayed a little bit their objective pick.
Backup.
Onto the top lane, there is a little bit of pressure here, but in the mid lane is the Baksha rolling towards and maybe scouting out the Esmeralda, hitting with a stun, of course, the setup. But of course, this is an
Diamond Force.
Esmeralda. This is not the best chance for
you to target it.
Tense Gaming to
Yes.
take a kill, but again, Wise with the decision to just figure a way, not gonna give anything to Tense Gaming at this point.
We're seeing something different. I like it. Masha just farming into the bottom lane. Iyaknu and the Akai Greed, they are taking in the second. Actually, they're cutting out the creeps in
Turtle
the
resurrecting
side lane.
soon.
Meanwhile, Sorey and the Harriet is forcing out and is finding themselves a good team fight because they're setting up for the turtle.
This is the Basha. Want to find the members of Onyx PH, but they actually backed up because they know they don't have the necessary ingredients to take a fight.
Yeah.
But this is the turtle take from Onyx PH. Again,
Is
nobody has a retribution. Grabs, they actually hits onto the Basha. Basha is gonna fall quite soon. It's quite tanky for this time, but he will be the first blood this time. Manji.
Okay, here we go. Half health is the turtle right now. Tomato, Harriet pops that Salmon Force. Those are the fire snakes coming in from the X-Borg, and the Akai will fall. It's Japan leading this one. Papa is falling low. No, it's actually the Philippines because Tomato is falling low. Quite a confusing clash we're having right now. Both of the teams, they don't know who to target. And man, the turtle is still alive.
The turtle is still alive indeed, but not for long as it will be taken by Tense Gaming. 2-1, getting the kills against Onyx PH. Let's see how they will follow through. This is the U-Mobile Instant Replay. We're gonna see the amazing plays from both teams. There's just a lot of zone control, however, from Gaming Plus.
Yeah.
For Tense Gaming, is they have the Harith, and you know that
They have
you
Harith.
should not be fighting under the Zaman Force.
You're definitely right. Plus, you have the Rafaela heals, the blessing, the holy blessing, which gives you extra movement speed to for you to move around the Zaman Force.
Exactly.
And man, Tense Gaming definitely won that specific skirmish right there. Surey baiting out all of the skills from Onyx PH.
It's a little bit of scouting here from Surey on this Baksha, spotting out some movements of Onyx PH. But I don't think that Onyx PH will actually fight this. You have to take note, there's still no turret dropping by the 4-minute mark,
You're
despite
right,
having
you're
the Masha as well as the Harith.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't want that to happen to Tense Gaming Plus. You still want to secure your objectives early on.
Yeah, right.
On the bottom, oh my Venus with this export. This is a support export, by the way.
4 minutes in, both of the teams just controlling their lanes, hoping to immediately reset.
Papa.
Hoping to immediately reset the round 2 of the objectives. Meanwhile, there's going to be a clash in top.
Oh, Weiss, the Esmeralda tanks up 2 of the members from Tense Gaming Plus. You have this Rafaela, Basha, and Harith chasing down Weiss.
Want to chase.
But I don't think this is good for Tense Gaming Plus. They should not be over chasing the members of Onyx PH.
And you definitely don't want to chase an Esmeralda, especially if you're a Harriet,
Yeah.
because she will steal all of your shields. Meanwhile, Totaka wasn't able to defend his tier 1 tower. Still, Tomato and company, they want kills, they want pickups. That is Lar dying in the hands of this Harriet. And okay, so Tense Gaming are now backing off.
Onyx PH, they are evening up in terms of the economy. So it's not that bad for Onyx PH. Also, they are able to take down 2 turrets while keeping all of their turrets intact. So if you think about it, Onyx PH are really happy with what is happening.
Yeah,
They might have died 3 times already, but the economy
it's still in their favor.
in their favor.
It's
Exactly.
still in their favor. This is quite messy for both of the teams, as we're now at the 3rd round of our almost at the 3rd round of our objectives of our equipped jungles. So we're at 5 minutes, 6 minutes in. I do feel that we're going to have a long game because of this confusing team fights for both of these teams.
Let's see. As now they found Grid, they want to go for the right side, where Papa is. Where there's the Hurricane, that's actually committed already. The Salmon Force to counteract the Thaps. The Thaps activate the counter inferno, but it's not enough to sustain himself.
Right,
They're gonna go for Oh My Venus this time. Of course, no more Viraga armor for this export. But the damage from Byaku from long distance. This is the Glacier with the Death Sonata.
But that is just a 4-on-5 fight. The Masha is in the bottom lane. Totaka is splitting up the map.
Surey.
And Surey, just too tanky, refuses to
Fire
die.
Snake. Oh,
the fire
the
snakes.
heals.
It's not enough. The heals are real from Japan. And Papa just going for that ultimate, the spinning light
Hurricane
wheel.
dance!
Hurricane dance from the Akai and the Panda. Okay, he is alive, but man, the sustain from Japan is giving them the opportunity to have this advantage at the first 7 minutes of this game.
But it does not matter, Manjin, because you know what happened while that was a clash? 2 turrets fell because of the Masha. Which
The
is a
Turbo
matter.
Masha.
The Turbo Masha.
The Turbo Masha.
Just needed a few minutes, but there is Wise with a takedown. Sule
Okay,
as
okay.
well. Gonna fall from 2 members of Onyx PH. This is how they come back.
Okay, Wise waking up. That's the wake-up call there for Mr. Wise. Hey, you're overstaying your welcome here, says Wise. He pops that ultimate and bursted down this Harriet. So we have ourselves an even ball game. Both of these teams having 20,000 gold. Man, I do feel that it is up to Totaka. Probably the X factor
Definitely the X Factor.
in his team.
Crab taken out. Esmeralda misses the falling star
He's
when it
gonna
comes to
run
learn
away.
with the slows, but this is
He's gonna
such
run
a fast Masha, Turbo Masha for ya.
It is. All because of that wild power. But man, I would like to commend Soray here. He's just really doing a great job in going for this rollout, you know. There you go, another roll to Mr. Wise, and they want to burst him. That is the detonata coming in from the side of Iaknu, and okay, that is of course the ultimate from Oh My Vino. That is not enough to get Team Japan Tense Gaming. It's just way too intense for Tense Gaming. That is a double kill. 3 heroes falling down for Onyx PH.
And they bathe in the sunlight. They're healing coming out from the Rafael as well as the Revitalize, and they even get the invade on the buffs. Now, Tense Gaming, it's gonna be a push in the mid lane so quickly with this Harith as well as this carry, the U-Mobile instant replay. We're gonna
Man.
see how Onyx PH fell down one by one like a house of cards against Tense Gaming.
This is the power of the Baksha pick, man. It acts out like a mini Lolita. But the shield is permanent.
The shield is permanent.
The
You can
shield
move.
is permanent. You can
It
move.
moves so quickly.
Right?
Compared to Lolita, I mean, there's no Luminant Blast, but with the stuns like this,
Stunts like
more than
this,
enough.
and of course, you're soaking out all of the crits from that Sonata. You just need to position yourself right,
Oh yeah.
and the damage will lack from
Blast
Onyx
Insanity
PH.
already used up by Onyx PH. This is not good because the Lord is there. Oh, great.
Tense Gaming,
In
oh,
a very
great.
bad spot, gonna be caught up by the members of Tense Gaming. A certain away, but will not be able to do so as Tense Gaming eliminate the Akai. That's Hurricane Dance, not available anymore for Onyx PH.
It's 4 on 5. It's 4 on 5. Tense Gaming. They do want to get this Lord. What can Onyx PH offer? They offer nothing. They will not contest. Free Lord for Tense Gaming Plus.
Oh. Scarier by the minute for Onyx PH as Tense Gaming. They're really controlling the map right now with the Lord on their side. It's gonna be really scary for Onyx PH. How can they defend? You know what? For Onyx PH, this is so tense
This
for
is
them.
intense.
This is a tense moment for them.
They don't want to lose one. You need 2 wins for you to get that 3 points. And if you lose one here, your best point yet will probably
4 points?
around 4 points, and that's not enough
Yeah, 5 points maybe if you get the 2-0
Yeah. in your next
ever
game.
In your next game.
Yeah,
but also
right.
that goes to Tense Gaming, right? They
Same
need to
goes,
win.
yeah.
They need to win
Need
as
to
much as
win.
possible. That they can get either in the upper bracket or the lower bracket of the playoffs. Again, bottom 2 teams for each group will be eliminated. But before that happens, there's going to be a clash here, Manji.
Alright, let's see. That is the last insanity for Oh My Venus to survive this yank. Soray shielding. Acts as a shield.
Oh,
Actually,
they're
he's
not
definitely
ready.
the shield.
Onyx
They're
PH.
not, it's not done. That is the arrival play coming in from Onyx PH.
Esmeralda.
38 seconds to the death timer
Oh, no.
from this side of Tense Gaming Plus. They are knocking at the doors. That is the burst.
Oh, look at the
Those are
Basha.
vibes like the
Turbo
Basha doing
Basha.
the work. Turbo Basha. It's Japan, but Onyx PH with a comeback play. Shut down from the Granger. Shut down from the Rafaela. Tupedo is still alive.
Oh,
He
the
is
Hurricane
alive.
Dance.
Hurricane Dash trying to push him from the base, but again, it's not enough. The damage lacks.
Oh my
The
goodness.
damage lacks. 4 heroes die for the side of Dance Gaming PH.
Oh, it was so close.
But it was so close. Tomato is still here. He is
Tomato.
alive, the only one left.
Oh, the turret falls.
The turret
Now they're
falls.
chasing him. The
The hero.
They have the damage. It's a wipeout on PH.
Wiped out.
They stand strong. They lose the battle for sure.
But the war isn't over.
The war isn't over. Onyx PH are still standing. They still have one inhibitor up top. A tier 2 turret as well. And they keep their base intact.
It's written in history. For 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, Japan colonized Philippines.
I'm not sure how
I'm
many
not
years.
sure how many years.
But that was written in history.
But that's written in history, and then we're witnessing it right now. Will history repeat itself, Wolf?
I don't know the answer yet, Manjin, but we are about to find out as we head into the 12-minute mark. Tense Gaming, they thought that the Turbo Masha can cut it, but it wasn't the case.
It wasn't the case.
It's not enough.
Oh my, what a game.
What a game indeed.
What a game. Oh my Venus, Iyaknu, that clutch, that Sonata to get
Sonata, man.
all the core heroes that was attacking the base. Here we go, there's another clash. That is the rollout coming in from Soray. Greed will survive this. Onyx PH, they will immediately group up because they need each other. It's time for the Filipino defense, man.
It's the Filipino defense. How can they defend against the offense of Tense Gaming? With 42,000 gold in the bank, Onyx PH should be defending with 37,000 gold in terms of items. Let's see how they will use it. Sure, it's still the back shot.
This is just scary.
Very, very scary. The second Lord is gonna be up in a few
This is
seconds.
scary, man.
13 seconds.
Soray just popping that rollout time and time again. Dude,
Lord resurrecting
it
soon.
is the Tokyo Drift.
The
Look at
Tokyo
this!
Drift!
The Tokyo Drift is real. I wonder if you know how you live in Tokyo. 3 heroes here for the side of Onyx
Oh,
PH.
nice.
But that is the arrival play coming in for the Filipino squad.
Hurricane
Dabs is not
Dance.
here. 5 heroes from Japan. Here we go. Cleaning house. Double kill from this Harriet. And the Tokyo Drift is online.
It is on it. It comes once again, looking for a target, but they don't have the minions. It comes the Masha, very low in HP, but does have the immortality, and of course, he's very quick in terms of attacking. How can Onyx PH defend? It's the Salmon Force. They jump it forward. The Masha just wants to go for the base, and Japan will take game 1. Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! This is heartbreaking for Onyx PH. Tense Gaming Plus. What an upset!
You can call it an upset. You can call it anything you want. You don't know the strength of the Japanese yet, but they have introduced themselves. Allow us to introduce ourselves. We are Tense Gaming Plus.
From the land of the rising sun.
Wow.
Tense Gaming Plus. Man, welcome to the Tokyo Drip, says Corey.
That's probably why they picked up the back shot.
Right.
It's the Tokyo Drift.
It's the Tokyo Drip.
Wow.
I can't take it anymore, man.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It's so good. This is so
It's
good.
so
Mobile
good.
Legends action here at M1 Group Stage. You see the post-match statistics and the highlights pretty soon. This
Oh
game
my.
is all about the killings and of course all about the objectives. Look at this. This is such a long fight. But while this is happening, the Masha will be able to push. Or maybe this is... Oh, okay. I'm
This is
talking
it.
about the next clash.
This is the next clash, of course, but
Oh my.
man,
Look at the Masha with the arrival pace, man.
yeah, what an unorthodox way of Tense Gaming using the Mash arrival, like
Yeah.
you said in the first part
Yeah.
of the game. Plus, Surrey, dude, just all out.
Tokyo
It's
Drift.
just Tokyo Drift,
Literally
Tokyo drifting
Tokyo
all
Drift.
all throughout the map. The map,
Alright, so
baiting out ultimates.
you have to watch out for the next clash. So this is the very long clash, and already Masha is able to take out a turret, right? And this is such a fight that Onyx PH lost because they did not have the TAMs this time, and the Masha was available, so it was technically a 4 versus 5 fight.
Yeah, man.
And the zone control coming out from the Basha, the
Yes.
Zaman Force, as well as the Rafaela, it was enough. This is the first attempt
Yeah.
of Tense Gaming to take down the base. Look at the Turbo Masha, but it's not going to be enough. Onyx PH still showed resilience against the Japanese,
Yeah, man.
but it wasn't enough.
It
again.
wasn't enough. This is just way too strong. You have the Basha sustain whenever he goes for, whenever he has the first skill. Plus, with the help of the Holy Blessing and the Revitalize, like
Yeah.
you said, added sustainability.
Yeah.
So, the Esmeralda cannot steal shields.
Yeah.
Because
Even when the
even with the
Hurricanes.
Star Dance, man.
Look at this. He tried to go in, but what they did was to immediately go for the Esmeralda. When Wise comes in, they say, "Oh, it's go time.
Let's go time.
Let's take down their damage dealer."
Yeah.
And without their Granger in that fight, they immediately lost.
Yep.
And they know already Masha, with the help of the carry,
Turbo
taking
Masha.
out the turret,
Turbo
the
Masha.
pace. And Turbo Masha plays from Tense Gaming, and the Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
It's online.
It's online. My goodness.
Oh.
Holy guacamole.
I can't believe what I'm
I
seeing.
can't believe what I'm seeing. This is why I'm excited for the Tense Gaming Plus. I've told you. I've told you.
There's a lot of hype for this
I
team.
told you, man. They're hybrid. They're
Wow.
hybrid.
You know
Like,
what?
it's known that in the world of ML right now, in terms of esports, it's Indonesia or Philippines or Malaysia is setting up the meta.
Yeah.
They're setting up the meta. But we haven't
We haven't not.
we
we have not seen.
We have not seen Japan.
Japan.
They're,
Yeah.
they're from Southeast Asia, dude.
There are. Wow.
Tense Gaming Plus. Props, dude.
I don't know actually if Japan is part of Southeast Asia.
I don't know. It is. It is.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
I'm not good with
I'm not
geography.
sure. Me too.
I'm not good
Me
with
too.
geography. But it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Japan is on the map right now, no matter what
And they
happens.
won. They won game one.
They won game
They won
one.
game one.
Let's see if game number 2 will be true to what Tense Gaming can say. But Onyx PH, they should be recovering right now.
They should be.
I think they need another batch of coffee.
Yeah, they need another coffee. They need to stretch. You know.
Stretch.
It looks like they're still drowsy.
Oh man.
It's probably the air because the air is different in the Philippines. But
They need to win. They
need to
cannot
win.
lose anymore.
They cannot lose
If they
anymore.
want to go to the playoffs, they need 5 points.
Yes.
And it can only come from a 2-0 in the next series and 2
2-1
back-to-back wins against Tense Gaming.
If they lose this, the Filipino dream is over.
Well, that speaks for Onyx PH.
Well, at least, yeah, we still have Sunsparks.
But the Japan dream is so alive.
So alive.
This is the land of the rising sun.
The rising sun. Man, I'm just fans of these guys. And
Onyx PH,
we're not, yeah.
their coach should be pep talking them right now for sure.
We got this.
They have
got
to
this.
step back. They need a reset.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
They need that Filipino miracle to happen.
Wow.
Wow, look at the faces of these guys, man. Tense Gaming. They're so, like in their name,
so
it's so
intense.
intense.
It's so
right?
intense.
So intense. So focused right now.
But that's what you need to do, right?
Yeah.
You're in the big stage. You are being watched by hundreds of thousands of people playing
viewers.
Mobile Legends
Yes.
against top teams all over the globe. And with that game number 1 victory, they know that they're on the right track.
On the right track. And look at oh my Venus.
Oh my Venus, they need to regain the rhythm.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys,
We got this.
we got this.
We got this, please. Please pray.
Get back to your
Get
roots.
back to your roots. We're the first one around MBL.
Why says, okay,
Okay. Got this after this. Oh, 20.
I'm hungry right
Right
now.
now. Look at Reed right now. He's not even pulling off the thumbs up. He's not even doing the thumbs up, and
It's all about
it's all about the focus.
It's all about Ikuze.
It's all about Ikuze. Ikuze means go. And the
What other Japanese phrases do you know?
Oh God, man.
After a year from Japan,
After a month.
After a month in Japan.
That's my favorite word, Ikuze.
It means go.
It means go. Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Ikuze.
Game number 2, the draft almost gonna be the same for Tense Gaming, banning out the Cupra. Onyx PH maybe looking to ban out the Hylos and the Grok once again.
Alright, alright. This is clearly a respect again from team Tense Gaming. If they run the backshot pick, Cupra is exactly what they need to ban because it's a direct counter to that bash.
Oh yeah, maybe. So that's why they're focusing heavily on taking on what they're comfortable with. I'm excited to see another backshot, to be honest.
Me too, me too.
The Tokyo
The Tokyo Drift. Oh my.
Tokyo Drift.
Oh my. I just can't. I just can't. Okay, Onyx PH, they're taking their time. They're taking their time in banning out the hero. Who do they ban? We're
The
gonna ban.
Grok once again.
Yes. Yes.
Another Hylos perhaps. Or will be the choice for Onyx PH. Tense Gaming, they show that they are not afraid of the Esmeralda. They also show that they can use the Rafaela and Onyx PH. They should know how to answer that kind of drop. Because
Yes.
Onyx PH also, they
run it.
They run it perfectly well. They are comfortable with it. So they should know what they will be using. This could be a hard ban, by the way, for Onyx PH.
There's the specific difference between the Esmeralda, the Estes and the Rafaela.
Your team is
What you do with the Estes, you bait out the ultimate, the Blessing of the Moon Goddess,
Yeah.
and then you immediately disengage. But the difference with the Rafaela,
picking.
her Holy Blessing is not an ultimate.
Yeah, it's
Right?
it's very spammable.
Very spammable.
So as expected, they did ban out the Harriet, but export is their choice. And now Onyx PH can go for the Esmeralda and Masha. I like how Tense Gaming are picking so quickly against Onyx PH. It's immediately the Lilia.
The Lilia. They are smiling at
Oh, they're above the
They're
clouds.
above the clouds.
Leaning above the clouds for sure.
Or, there you have it.
Picking.
There you have it. Welcome
Backshot.
to Tokyo Drift.
The Tokyo Drift.
Dance Gaming Plus. Sorry. Dance Gaming Plus.
Have
Threatening,
Baksha this time.
threatening Onyx PH with their first base of picks. This is looking scary. Oh my Venus. Man, I've never seen him like this.
This is definitely not their comfort zone. It's not they wanting. Look at the Chango this time. So I like this a lot from Onyx PH with the Masha and the Chango. All they need is the Hylos. Maybe Tense Gaming should look to ban out that hero.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay, so Onyx PH, they have a lot of burst damage. And again, the shields from the Baksha.
Yeah.
If you position yourself
Yeah,
good,
actually,
you
you're
definitely
correct.
neglect all of this
Baksha
upcoming damage
Yeah.
from the meteor shower.
It's like Lolita but on steroids,
mini,
right?
yeah, mini
Your
Lolita.
The
team
mini
is
Lolita.
armed.
So the Akai is gonna be there. And look at this guy, not even thinking about the
very
dragon.
unfair.
They banned the
Very
Hellbird
unfair.
once again.
He's thinking about his lunch, you know.
Huh? What should I
Why should I be eating?
Nasi goreng sa nasi lemak.
So
It's
let's
Lolita. Maybe the choice for Onyx PH instead of the Hylos. It kind of does the same thing
Yep.
for Onyx PH.
This is looking scary for the Filipino squad. Like my heart says PH, but man, Dance Gaming Plus is just putting on a
Oh
show.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, it's
Oh
a
no. This was that
This
is
is
the killer.
Taijutsu.
This is a taijutsu.
Taijutsu.
This is a taijutsu.
And Rafaela is back. Onyx PH,
Oh,
what
no.
is their answer to this?
This was the hero from the previous series. It's the Cho and the Baksha. So what we're seeing right now is
Okay.
Okay!
It's on.
Okay, it's on!
The Pinoy
The
SS.
Pinoy SS! The Filipino SS!
The Filipino
The
SS.
Filipino SS versus the Japanese Baksha!
Oh, wow.
It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! where Yugi put in his God card and then Kaiba put in his God card.
Oh.
This is the ace character
Ace
for both of the
versus
teams.
Ace.
Ace versus Ace
Tokyo Drifts
versus the Filipino SS.
It's on.
It's on! It's on.
Action is on.
Actually, I don't even care about the draft. It's time.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Let's see the game. Ikuse.
Ikuse. Tara. Tara, let's go.
The people from the other teams, they are so excited about this as well.
Oh man, shout out to the people in the Philippines, shout out to the people in Japan. Here we go, game number 2. It's never alive. It's never alive.
It's all or nothing for
It's all or
RDH.
nothing.
Tense Gaming, they're still comfortable, but for sure, they want to show up this game. For everyone watching right now, we hope you share the stream.
Yes.
We hope you share to everyone. Watch this brawl between RDH and Tense Gaming. Mobile Legends action for M1.
Yes.
It's up.
I'm so sorry if we're too hype right now, but we're just too excited. Let's do it. Let's
go.
do it. Let's go. Yes, Gaming Plus versus Onyx PH. Tomimo as the export, Papa as the Lilia, Surrey as the Baksha, Totaka as the Cho, and Ubuyan as the Rafael.
Abuyan!
Ubuyan!
Onyx PH! This time Iyato with the Esmeralda, Dilar on this Basha, Rice with this Chang'o. It's gonna be great with the Lolita,
Okay.
Omoy Venus with the Estes. Timeout first. As we head to a pause.
Timeout.
I'm sorry.
We're so sorry.
We're so hyped.
We're so hyped. Of course, we do have a timeout. Thank you so much for our official sponsors, U-Mobile, live stream, of course, on YouTube Gaming, and presented by Moontoon.
Of course, catch every action, stream like Craig, get unlimited data for all the apps with Killer Unlimited GX30, only available with U-Mobile.
This is hype. This is hype. This is hype. Shout out,
Can't contain it.
shout out to YouTube Gaming. Shout out to YouTube Gaming. You better get ready.
Get ready, guys.
We're gonna see a lot of highlight plays here.
Oh yeah, oh wow, Onyx PH versus Tense Gaming. We know that there's gonna be a lot of action because of the nature of the draft. They want to go for a lot of kills. Baksha wants to push the tempo.
Yes.
Estes wants to match the speed of what Obian wants to give to the table. So already on PH, they are invading the gargoyle. And
pit.
Masha,
Invading the
The
core
core guard.
guard. Meanwhile, for the side of Japan, they will go for the Mother Shocker and the Baby Spinner. And there you go. There you have it. The first jab of the game. The first jab of the game.
yeah, it's great to take the buff. I wonder who got the bottom lane core guard. It probably is the Lilias, because we know the Lilia does have the retribution.
Yeah.
And Dilar doesn't have it. The
Yeah.
jumper from Baksha, the Tokyo Drift might have been too early, but Surrey knows exactly how much he can tank.
That is a failed attempt for Dilar on getting, again, the core guard or the blue buff. Meanwhile, Onyx PH opting to go for the Crimson Lizard plus their own crab coin in the top lane.
They will try to invade the top lane, like you said, but the defense from the Cho, it's going to be enough. They will use the Meteor Shower to clear out the minion wave so quickly.
Yep.
And because of the Crescent Moon available from Onyx PH, they are really posting so much strength on
Yeah.
the top lane.
They actually want to push this right now because the turtle will spawn in the bottom side, and clearly Tense Gaming has the advantage. Meanwhile, that is a holy blessing from the Rafaela, and the fire stakes won't pull anyone.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, that is your first turtle of the game in the bottom side.
If able to clear out the minion waves, now they go for the jump from Surrey this time.
Hooray!
Surrey. So let us look at the report of the early game, the first 2 minutes. 5.2k for Tense Gaming, 5.3k from Onyx PH. So it is an even playing field, man.
It is. Again, both of these teams are going for their early core boots right now. As we've said, Tense Gaming Plus has the advantage of the turtle take.
I would say no, Papa doesn't have the retribution to actually purify for this for this Lilia.
I like it.
Makes a lot of
It's a
sense.
counter to the new Minimum Blast. Plus, you can go for your black shoes, and you will be very safe. So here we go, another Tokyo Drift coming in from Surrey. This is the bush fight. This is the new Minimum Blast. Connected onto two.
Oh,
But the
that's
Moonlight Immersion
Wow, so
will
the shields-
actually save the lives of Onyx PH.
And the Yakto will have to back down right now with the Esmeralda. The stun connects. They don't have the ultimate already from the SS, but the healing is just way too much. Grid with the shield will be taken down. The first blood belongs to Tense Gaming.
And that is the difference of the Rafaela and the Estes.
Yep.
Your ultimate heal is your is your ultimate.
Yeah, the
You cannot
SS
spam
from
it.
the Estes, it's not that spammable.
It's not that
Basha
spammable.
finds the Chango. This time Wise will have to back out, but he still was able to secure
All right.
the buff.
All right. So again, we're going to the reset. We're going to the reset. Tense Gaming Plus. They're so intense right now. They want to get the lot. They have the advantage. They clearly have the lead in controlling tempo because of this backshot and because of the Cho. What is the plan right now? Onyx PH lurking towards the top lane.
You know what, Majin? We've
What?
been seeing a lot of action, but not much blood. Only
Not
one
much blood.
dropping. Because this is because of Rafaela versus Estes.
Yes.
It's all about the heals, all about the sustains for both teams.
The heal is the real deal as Grid is falling low.
Oh, Grid.
Will he die here? Okay.
Oh.
Okay, another pickup from the side of the Tense Gaming Plus. The black shoes will just bait out that Moonlight
Basha,
Immersion in the
though.
placing of the Moon
Tokyo
Goddess. Tokyo Drift. Welcome to Tokyo, says Saray. Another pickup coming in from Tense Gaming Plus.
Yeah.
And Yaknu is... Will he die? Yes, he will. They will definitely catch this one. And Onyx PH just falling off one by one.
4 kills for Tense Gaming as they secure the lead, and another initiation from Baksha. This Baksha is already a problem from Onyx PH.
Yes, it
From
is.
the previous series, it was the Cho from Donkey.
Yeah.
This time,
It's
it's
a Baksha.
Baksha,
It's a backshot.
the Surey
Surey.
with the Tokyo Drift.
All right, here we go. Creed. Again, he wants to last hit this turtle. Dilar will just push out the bottom side
Yeah, and
But-
that was a retribution play, by the way, from the X-Board.
from the X-Borg.
Yeah.
But it is clear enough. The 10 plus gaming moving as one. Moving with the backsha, man.
Yeah.
Moving as one, getting these pickups, finding heroes all throughout the map.
All he does is just try to scout out where Onyx PH is and making sure that they're applying the pressure, but Greed already with so many deaths on Greed, his tankiness is actually compromised. Slowly, you see, but the Nubile Blast is gonna be hitting out the
Here we
three.
go.
This is really good for Onyx PH. They do have to sustain, however, from the Rafaela.
Oh my!
So Tense Gaming will still be alive, but the Basha, the cleanup crew is there. There's gonna be the way of the Dragon to shut down the Lolita. But now, Iyakto as well as the rest of the gang with Wise. They wanna
Okay.
go for the Basha, really angry against this Basha.
Papa
And
is here.
finally able to take down, but Dilar is gonna be shut down by Tense Gaming.
That is a 2-4-2, and we have ourselves an even trade-off. 6 minutes in, a great Numinum Blast from Greed
Oh,
right
surely.
there. But again, if you will look at the replay, it was a late falling Star Moon from Iyaknu,
Oh, yeah.
not layering in with that Numinum Blast.
It would have been perfect if the
Yes.
Dominum Blast was layered with the Falling Star Moon. The lockdown will be complete. But again, Masha tried to go for the cleanup crew type of play. They're gonna go for the kills. I think in the real timeline,
Yeah, in the real timeline.
in the real timeline,
real
Greed
timeline.
is gonna fall once again. That's the 4th death already
From
on
Greed.
the Lolita. You don't want that to happen.
Yeah, and he is underestimating those fire stakes, man. Again, the main counter for the Bulwark Shield is for your opponent to cancel it out
Yeah.
with
Oh no!
the skills.
Wise!
Oh no, he's not. Oh no. No.
Oh, my
no.
goodness.
Oh no.
Resurrecting soon.
9-3 Tense Gaming Plus.
And up top, it's Totaka.
They
Take
are
the kill on the Masha
They're-
while in here. Could be a pickup, but Surey's way too tanky. With the help of this Rafaela, was able to survive like a boss
Like a
against
boss.
Sonic PH.
like a boss.
Oh.
Soray just too sure, eh?
It's too sure.
Very
Sure,
confident. Very sure, eh? For Soray, just forcing out Onyx PH, especially Oh My Venus, to use his ultimate.
Yeah.
See, his ultimate is offline right now.
It's not available. It's on cooldown as of this moment. Iyaknu probably able to run away from the members of Tense Gaming. But they still are staying in here. I think they want to contest this. But oh no, Greed is already caught in the very bad spot. Will go down first. No more Dominum Blast available for Onyx PH. Iyaknu going 1 versus 1 against 4 members of Tense Gaming. Iyaknu while you're staying the force. Start to retreat. That overdive coming up from Tense Gaming will not get anything. As Onyx PH will just back down.
Papa, Papa stole. He stole the buff while it was happening. While the clash was happening. That's how confident he is.
The control from
The
Papa.
control from Papa is real. Oh no, another stun coming in from Saray. Here we go. Man, the sustain is just real. They need to get this Rafaela. One way to get this Rafaela is just for you to dive him. You need assassins.
Wise.
Clearly,
Wise.
they don't have it. That is the flicker from Wise. And that is the last insanity coming in from Fado. The glimpse, the magic shockwave is enough to burst
Oh, but
on
it comes
the
Yakto. It comes the retreat, but they are actually receiving so much damage. So able to take him down the bottom part of the map. We will see Yakto falling low as well. This could be a wipe, and it will be.
It
Tense
is.
Gaming. They've cleared up Onyx PH.
Can they finish this?
I
Can
don't
they
know.
finish this?
This is the mobile instant replay that we are seeing. You see Tense Gaming pick apart the members of Onyx PH, really dissecting them, and without Onyx PH moving as a unit, they fall one by one against the members of Onyx of Tense Gaming.
Tense Gaming put themselves in the map. Papa is just doing too good right now. Having the Winter Truncheon gives him more mobility to dodge out the Falling Star Moon, the Meteor Shower. Dude, if you are up against a Rafaela, again, you need someone to pick her out or to probably separate him from his allies. But how can you do this if you have the Baksha in front and if you have a very slippery Cho that you cannot get?
Luminum Blast,
Right?
getting nothing but germs at this moment. And now Totaka with the retreat, there's the way of the dragon after the turret. And now Greed able to run away with the mash. But that was scary.
That was indeed
for Onyx
scary.
PH.
That was scary. Oh my, the Filipino Estes. Can it fail right now? Okay, Dilar. Okay, welcome to my town. Welcome to my town. But Saray is here.
The great escape.
The great
Dilar.
escape. The great escape.
Oh! Papa hitting with
the second skill.
And of course, taking it home. Now Basha, the talkative is here, catching one member of the members of Onyx PH. They're running.
The rotation is just too fast, coming in from Tense Gaming Plus. Immediately with the snap of an eye, they're now in the mid lane.
Yeah.
They're now in the mid lane.
That's how fast they can move.
That's how fast they can move.
Because of the Rafaela movement speed bonus, that Lord is up top. Onyx PH, they're gonna scramble 5 seconds with the mashup will be available, but the Cho is already up for Tense Gaming. They use the Meteor Shower to clear the minion wave.
Is this the last stand? That is the Revitalize. Here comes the Revitalize.
Luminum Blast.
No, that is a Luminum Blast onto the floor.
Wow.
But again, one hero will fall down. The Masha will fall. And Onyx PH, two heroes will die.
The way of the
Way
dragon.
of the dragon. Ikuze from Tense Gaming Plus. The Filipino dream from Onyx PH. Is it over? Japan again. History repeats itself.
2-0 for Tense
Gaming Plus.
With everything that they have, they pummeled it down against Onyx PH. They had the better initiations, they had the better movements, and the better rotations against the Filipino team. And they immediately, I think this should be it, they eliminated Onyx PH from M1. Even when Onyx PH still has got one series,
It left, yes.
It
doesn't
almost
matter.
impossible for them to reach to the top, unless of course Tense Gaming will lose all of their matches next.
Yes.
But that will mean that Team Russia will advance. So it's almost over, man.
It's actually over. You don't want to get straight
2-0.
2-0s if you're
wow.
in this group stage. That's a fact.
That is indeed a but of course, Japan.
Japan.
The dream is
The
alive.
dream is alive.
They've stepped
I like it.
into M1 without the knowledge of everyone about them, and now they've performed well. It seems like they look like a top team. I'm excited to see them
yeah.
go up against Evo's Legends.
Evo's Legends. And this is the team to watch out for.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
Wow.
they have actually a perfect draft. You have damage from the Lilia. Lilia has the mobility,
Yeah.
so she can survive alone.
Yeah.
You have armor
Yeah.
from the X-Board. More armor, more sustain from Saray.
Yeah.
Plus, you have extra movement speed
From the
due to
Rafaela.
this Rafaela.
And
So,
what?
all of your stats, it's like game sliders, man.
Oh yeah, you
All
know,
of your stats are complete.
yeah, definitely. You know exactly what you want, and you want all of those ingredients that you just said. You want
Yeah.
a little bit of everything, but if you look at the Japan's draft, they have almost everything with the top sliders, like you said, and they played so well. They always invaded the composition of Onyx Beach, the map. There was a stalemate in the early game, but come the mid game, after the laning stage,
Yeah.
the members of Team Tense Gaming, they just pummeled down Onyx PH. They always went in their faces like this.
Yeah.
If you look at the highlights, you will understand the tempo control of Japan. They
Yeah.
always go up against Onyx PH, and you know what? This is the fight where they dissected the members of Onyx PH.
Exactly. And Tense Gaming Plus, their lineup doesn't even need those early game buffs, right? If you're gonna think about it mathematically, when they scale in the late game,
Yeah.
it's very hard for your team, no matter what damage you have,
Yeah.
to burst them down. Because they don't even need a Lolita, Lolita to shield out all to soak all of the damage. This is the team to watch out for, man.
Definitely.
Saray and the
rest of-
Tokyo Dream and the rest, 19-7, Tense Gaming Plus. I'm so excited to see the other games that they
Yeah,
will
I
be
want to
having.
see more. I want to see more action. Onyx PH, unfortunately, will have to bow out of this tournament. But
Tournament.
still have one series later
Yeah,
against the Russians this time. Well,
but it doesn't matter
it won't matter for them.
for them. I'm
But
so
maybe
yeah.
for Team Russia, we don't know. So that will be the second series, and people from the other cast are actually looking at us, and they're actually looking surprised, and we're all surprised
We're
about
surprised about it.
this. Yeah.
Thank you so much for Onyx PH.
Oh yeah.
Still, the hype is worth it.
The hype was worth
The
it.
hype was worth it.
Yeah, it was incredibly hard for them,
Yeah.
but they still put up a fight. I want to hear actually from our players from Japan. So please interview or take it away.
Thank you so much to all the casters here. Fantastic work here. I have Obu Yan with me. Congratulations on your win against Onyx PH. And how are you feeling today?
今日の試合がおめでとうございます。気分はどうでした？
ありがとうございます。気分は最高ですね。
It's been feeling very good right now, like the best.
Definitely. I'm pretty sure, you know, a lot of people were definitely surprised by you guys' performance here. One of the fan favorites here, Onyx PH, getting taken down 2-0 from you guys. Can you tell me a little bit more on how about your team, as well as how long have you guys been playing together, and how are you able to achieve such a feat?
オニックに対して2-0も勝ちまして、みんなはどうやってこのチームの組み方、そして、どのようなトレーニングをしましたか、そういう感想をお願いします。
オニック PH に対しては2ヶ月前から綿密に作戦を練って、メンバー一人一人の、使っているヒーロー、特徴、あとは、こういう時にどこに動くのかっていうのを一人一人それぞれ研究して、今日の、ピックに至って、もう自分たちが思っている通り動いてくれたので、勝つことができました。
Okay, so they actually been studying the Onyx team for 2 months prior. So they actually know all the routes, the tactics for each heroes that they pick. So they just counter pick the heroes and use them wisely, and that's why they actually won the game.
All right, I like that. And at the same time as well, there's this one question I have to ask you. Based on the draft, so 2 games in a row, you guys picked the Baxia for Surrey. And also the Baxia was just doing phenomenal here. Earlier on, I think in the previous interview I asked RRQ Tuturu, he mentioned that Baxia is a natural counter to Hylos and any heroes with healing potential. But in game number 1, they didn't exactly have heroes with a lot of healing here. So why did you guys still decide to pick the Baxia in game number 1?
スレイ選手はバクシアのヒーローを使ってこの試合はあまりヒーラーのヒーローはないのでなぜ、スレイ選手にバクシアを、決めましたのか、はい、感想。
海外ではゲンハ、日本語だとゲンハっていうんですけど、そのヒーローは流行ってはないんですけれども、まだその使い方が難しいヒーローでして、使い方分かってない選手が多いだと思います。でただ僕たちは研究してオニック PH の戦い方にはこのヒーローは一番マッチしてると思ってずっと練習をしてきました。
So this hero Baxia is actually a very difficult character and not a lot of people know how to use him or it. So they practiced it and actually matched it with the Onyx gameplay. So that's why they managed to do it with the Baxia for this match.
Alright, last but not least here finally at the world stage here. Anything you want to say towards the fans who's been supporting you back at home?
この大会で日本でのファンの皆さんに何か言いたいことがはい、一言お願いし
ます。そうですね、日本の、M1 の予選から、一本も落とさずに日本代表になって、もちろん M1 の世界大会でも一本も落とさずに優勝してきますということを宣言しておいたので、もうその通りにさせてもらいます。
So even in Japan we have not lost even during the group stage. So even in this M1 we will continue to win and not lose, and hopefully we will win M1 for this tournament.
Alright, that's Obuyan for you from 10 Second Gaming. And of course, for those of you watching at home here, we are going to be having more games to come. But as of now, let's take a look at what the casters think. My name is ICB12. Casters, take it away.
Thank you so much, IC.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu is the thank you word for in Japan. Dude, 2 months of preparation was the key ingredient for wait, I was in Japan in August.
Yeah.
August, September. Exactly 2 months. exactly 2 months.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? When we heard that interview, we were shocked. We were shocked. We were amazed that they were prepared specifically for Onyx for 2 months, and I think that's dedication. I'm excited to see if they're prepared against other teams, 10 Gaming or 10 Second Gaming. We don't know how to.
Let's see.
We don't know what to expect, but we're happy that we've casted that game. Thank you so much for watching. We still have plenty of matches today for the M1 World Championship, so do not go away. This has been Wolf and Manjin, The Connection. We'll see you more in a bit. Don't change the channel.
They told us that it's just a game. That nothing will ever come out of it. That it won't bring us fame or glory. That it won't make our country proud. They told us to stop wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019. M1.
You may have been denied. You may have hit rock bottom. You may have been craving for the light. Now, all strive for one goal.
Taking that life of the Akai up where they're picking up the jump on the Emerald.
Put your hands together for the champion.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion worthy of the highest glory? have been denied. You may have hit rock bottom. You may have been craving for the lights. Now, all strive for one goal.
Taking that life of the Akai as well. There becomes the jump on Emerald.
Put your hands together for the champion.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion worthy of the highest glory?
Welcome back, everybody, to Group D of the M1 World Championship Mobile Legends. My name is Living Q. Here with me is Icy Baby 1-2. So far, this day has been really exciting, if I have to say so myself.
Yeah, definitely here. And of course, 10 Second Gaming definitely pulled a really interesting game as well. I was kind of shocked as well. No one kind of expected that they would actually pull a 2-0 with the fan favorites. And that's got to be the biggest upset out of all 4 days in general.
Yeah. This puts, it really puts the Filipinos in a really awkward spot there. But remember that our official sponsors of the entire tournament is going to be Q Mobile, and you're watching this on YouTube Gaming. Not to mention that all of this has been presented by Moonton. So thank you everybody for kindly watching us. But EVOS Legends versus Dio's Vault here. Where's it going to go? This is the first time we're going to see Dio's Vault playing on an international stage. We just saw a super convincing victory from EVOS Legends itself. Like, I don't know. I'm feeling like EVOS Legends have made such a big impression already.
Yeah, definitely here. And not to mention as well, we've been catching all these battles and stream like crazy. Getting unlimited data for all apps with Gila Unlimited GX30 only with U Mobile. The reason why, all this is able to watch and all this amazing game, it's because of the GX30 U Mobile. However, like you mentioned as well, EVOS Legends, like I said, they have made a huge statement here. They're here to take it all the way towards the World Cup. Same goes for, I think, 10 Second Gaming as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have to get past Group D. And now, standing in the way of EVOS Legends is going to be Dio's Vault. And I'm not too sure if Dio's Vault is going to be able to make a full upset here. But we have known teams coming from Russia is always in it for a surprise and also very aggressive in their playstyles.
I definitely agree here, and I've been hearing on the sides that they've been doing pretty well in scrims, so I want to see those results. I want to see where these guys actually start. But let's get into the draft before we move any further. You can tell a lot of information from the team, like what they think about the meta, their playstyle, how they set things up based on the draft alone. And then after that, it's going to be the emblems, and then the way they make their decisions. I'm excited to see what kind of meta that Dio's Vault actually wants to be playing here at the international stage.
Yeah, just 4 days in general, we've seen a lot of metas and strategies and priority picks coming from all these teams, right? Like we saw Jawhead priorities out of nowhere. We saw Estes priority in certain scenarios as well, where I feel like all these regions brings so much value in terms of the meta and playstyles. Some teams just prioritize like Estes and fun picks. Yeah, I had this conversation with Scott as well. He mentioned that hey, playing in the Philippine screens or Philippine servers here, you're gonna be seeing first phase bans on the Estes in ranked games, which is kind of surprising here because in our server we don't see that often too much.
Agreed. I definitely agree. And it's one of those things like, are you prepared for the unexpected?
Oh yeah.
And I think that's why you have to need a solid understanding of the meta to really say that, hey, if I understand the meta, I know why it's good, I know how to defeat it, and I know what kind of a gameplay I want to have. Natalia going to be the bad for EVOS Legends here. They're giving a lot of respect to Dio's Vault. I mean, based off their stats alone, they've got a pretty good win rate on Natalia previously, and you can see the smile on their faces. They're like, all right. They knew we're pretty good on this. It's not going to be a surprise this time around.
Yeah, respect ban coming in there, but still, Natalia ban means here that they have left up a lot of open meta picks here. In this case, the Kufra, the X-Bor, I think Rock is kind of in the pool as well, Hylos as well. So I feel like we're not going to see too much tank bans coming in from both teams here, but it seems to me they are going to be prioritizing on the Tamos here. It feels like Dio's Vault as well as EVOS Legends, they are prioritizing on banning off all these off-lane heroes here. So are we going to see the X-Bor getting slid off here?
Ooh, maybe. I think the export might be slid off just so that EVOS has a more aggressive lane. They could go for, a Kimmy Rock if they wanted to kind of like deal with it, to kind of set the tone of the game. It's like, hey, our early game is really strong. How are you going to deal with that? And I'm excited to see whether Dio's Vault might respond otherwise. Or, you know, Evos can take the super safe route and be like, hey, Donkey, here's Cho once again, do what you did with Onyx PH and just completely smash him.
Yeah, but at the same time here, we are waiting on the drafter. I think it's Z's drafting from side of Eagles Legends, right? Their coach, which is doing fantastically well. And seems to me they're going to be prioritizing on the Cho ban here coming from Evil's Legends. So, Deoswald, which do they prioritize? The X-Borg or the Grok?
This is tough because both are, it's like, you know, a chess opening. It kind of sets up the formation for the later stage of the draft. So, they could go for giving up everything, but I would suggest that they do pick up one of the core comps, either, you know, the X-Borg or the Grok to kind of set the tone.
I like how they're just flexing their way through here, but at the same time picking the X-Borg here, leaving Evos to decide what kind of tanks they're going to play here, because if they put Evos in a situation where like, hey, why not just take Grok and Hylos, take all both S-tier speed tank here, would kind of like set the entire tempo in a sense where, hey, we can't play this here. Like, we can play around. It pretty much shows out the entire strat from Evil's Legends, but seems to me the Masha and the Grok will be prioritized here.
I like this more because I don't like it when teams decide to get both of their tanks straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Because then it's like, what counter picks can you get? And Hylos isn't, you know, so overpowered that he beats every other matchup in the game. There are ways to play around him. The Akai, the Baxia, there are options. And with Evos opening with the Masha and the Grok, they still leave up a counter pick for themselves later on, just in case, like, oh, you bring up the Changa, I have the Lolita in my back pocket. It's really dependent on you. So now the ball is back to Dio's ball. They lock in the Lunox as well. I initially thought it was going to be I initially thought it was going to be either the Rafaeli or Nana, but the Kufra is such a good pick. Hands down.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of mid matchup as well, the Kufra just does well against heroes like Harif and stuff like that. But at the same time, we've seen Harif, you know, didn't do too well against the Kufra matchup as well. Like, I mean, like, in normal power games here, you expect the Kufra to storm the Harif, right? But sometimes we did see a couple games where the Kufra struggled to actually control against Harif. You talked about it a few days ago, yesterday as well. You said that, oh, just one pixel here, it's hard to blockade. He just dashes out and, you know, a little bit of fast fingers, right?
Yeah, agreed. And I'm surprised. Both teams are completely avoiding both Esmeralda as well as the Harif. Like, they're waiting for someone to either snag it up first and then go for the other. It's pretty interesting. Both haven't picked them in. Both sides just kind of holding back. Beautiful. They have the Lunox, so it's kind of unlikely, but we've seen a lot of these, you know,
double mages,
double mage compositions coming out, which I particularly don't like. But you know, Evil Esports managed to whip it out, and they got ahead. Same thing for some of the other teams as well. But now Deuswald's, what are they going to do with the second part of the ban? Most likely, I'm guessing, probably going to ban out the mages because they have their fighter as well as their.
I think a few days ago we did see Toda go for the double mages with the Kimi instead, but it would definitely work out here. Seems to me Kimi is going to be completely ignored from both sides. Maybe Deuswald may pick it up here, but it looks like they will ban off the Selena from the side of Deuswald. What are your thoughts on this? Yeah, okay.
Respect to Evil's Legends because, again, Indonesia, they're the ones who decided, and from the very beginning, they're like, you know what, we're going to play Selena support. He's going to hit level 2, run around the map, get plenty of kills, and we're going to get, with that hugely, just ram it down our enemies' throats. I think Evil's Esports is like, okay, it's not the biggest loss in the world, but now, do they want to get rid of the carry so that, you know, Brock can have a better time in the lane and not get chunked out, you know, mid to late game?
At the same time, they could just take out the Hylos completely here because they don't exactly have an S-tank, but Lolita is kind of still in the pool as well. Maybe they can still take the Chang'e Lolita strat, but seems to me Lolita is a priority here. And they may go for the Valor pick here if they want to.
I feel like
I don't think they play Valor, right?
I feel like they want to hold up that last pick just to play for countermeasure. Like, Chang'e looks pretty open here. And they set it up perfectly with the Lolita as well. I think right now, Zaze is doing a great job with King's Command so far. And I think Deuswald also are playing the drafts really, really nicely here.
A Belleric pick? Huh.
Belleric? I wouldn't suggest
I haven't
like,
seen it for quite some time. But I believe a couple of days ago I was watching some of the replays. Some of these teams actually played the Belleric, but I think it just didn't work out.
Yeah, Belleric isn't as good as it used to be.
Not played here yet at the bowl stage, but during the qualifiers we see a couple of teams played it.
I mean,
but
I would say
kind of like a niche thing for me.
Yeah, there's only a couple of situations where he's good, and like a lot of them is pretty bad, and no one ever wants to do that. Like, oh, you have an Oden? It's like, alright, sure, having a Belleric isn't going to be too bad.
Oh wow!
Ooh, I love it! Yes!
Oh wow!
Looks like Deuswald knows exactly what the meta is. They lock in the Hylos as well as the Badang. Like, they had a number of options for their side lanes, but instead they go for something that scales really well and it is so strong it just completely one-shotting the backline if they use their mobility skills early on.
Yeah, they have the damage output as well. Like the Barang wall set up with the Tyrant's Rage as well is a perfect setup to just combo their way through with the Fizz Crack entirely, and the Hilo just keeps them sustainable. And I'm actually liking here. Xbox is kind of one of the heroes that's super hard to kill with here, and I feel like Evil's Legends may struggle a little bit here just because the Xbox can just go out of control. You don't have like a cushion that just cuts the backline. Yes, Baxia is great for cutting backlines, but it's just an initial stun. But it seems to me Evil's Legends, they will hover away and get the Valor support.
Great, they have the counter pick, so if you see that Fizz Crack coming through, it's just like, alright, I'm going to push you away, boy. Don't get any closer. Deosfall tries to come up with an answer to deal with the Chang'e, because again, Chang'e, she's forced to either take Sprint, Flicker. You'll never see her with Retribution, and if you take Sprint, that means if you land with the Fizz Crack and the Fizz Break, you're trapped. There's no way you can get out.
Definitely, and speaking of which as well, when you talk about Valor pushing the Wadang, right, they definitely need to kind of like figure out the timing, honestly speaking, because if you initially go for the Fizz Crack, you immediately go for the push, Badang is kind of like invulnerable for the first few things unless his shield gets chunks down. So in this case, he needs to time it really perfectly here, but like it or not, Badang is going to dish out at least about 10% damage at least of the entire duration of the Fizz Crack before he actually gets cancelled out.
Might be, I mean, the moment he gets the golden snap, it might even go up to 40%, or just right off the bat, the initial, the knockback and stun. Yeah. And what can you do? What can you do at that point? I think Deoswalt has come up with a pretty interesting solution to this, but they're going to be lacking a marksman, and I think that might be where it gets a little scary here. So somebody has to kind of babysit the Badang for the most part. Xbox is just going to be running around rampantly up in the top side.
Well, based on the draft as well, I feel like the win condition for Deoswalt is that they have to close out the game early before Evil's Legends goes for the split push strategy here. And the only way for them to actually kind of counter the split push is just to have Xbox all by himself, or just making sure that the Masha doesn't go out of control. It feels like that's going to be the win condition for them. But we shall see. Let's take a look at how they're going to be playing this game here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Deoswalt going up against Evil's Legends. Game number 1.
Ooh, looks like they want to make sure that, Badang gets that solo EXP for the most part. Some of the emblems look pretty solid for both sides. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Wrecked, interestingly enough, took high and dry. Alright, I guess, understandably that Bounty Hunter isn't as good as it used to be. Like, it used to give you so much gold, but taking high and dry, don't know how to feel about that.
I think it's pretty okay. However, on the top side here, Aura going to be on the aggressive side here, cutting 3 waves, and here comes the cavalry, but will flicker to safety, so he's going to be fine. But yeah, back to your point here about the high and dry. I feel like Bounty Hunter on the Cloud, right? We know the initial phase of the hero itself. It doesn't really scale too well in terms of damage output, so setting up a kill for Cloud compared to setting a kill for carry is way much harder just because of the early damage output that he dishes out. However, the high and dry, leaving him alone, he's going to be able to dish out a lot of damage.
Not to mention that he's going to have Valir by his side to kind of chuck them up. It's like, I'll get them low for you. And then Rekt will just, wreck them, as they say. Or taking quite a bit of damage here. Goes for the disable really nicely onto Zeka. But Zeka, he's trying to hold his ground, and he needs the support from his mid lane because he does not win this matchup until he gets a couple more items.
Yeah, and not to mention as well, the Badang is kind of the melee here. However, hold that thought for now, because why? We have a little bit of small trade-off here on the bottom side of the buff here. Deswolf is going to be forcing out the Revitalize coming in from Evil's Legends.
Yeah, it might have been really bad there because they're really under level. The only person who is level 4 is QP, and Zeka, he wants to be level 4, but like he's getting pressured off of his wave.
Yep, speaking of the pressure here, the total is going to be up on 10 seconds, and Evil's Legends, they are going to be prioritizing on that. So in terms of itemizations, yes, nothing too flashy yet. We saw a couple of warrior boosts here from Masha and Export, but that's about it here.
Looks like they're sharing the EXP. Looks like Sunset didn't, even though he is trying to play that support position, he didn't buy the Wooden Mask. Like, I guess he still wants to hit level 4 pretty fast. Zeka, on the other hand, he decides to get the roaming item to make sure, he knows that this is not a winning matchup. He's going to be under level, so one way to easily catch up is with the Wooden Mask.
Yep, starting off here, we can see Deoswalt trying to go for a zone. Here comes the wall coming from Evil's Legends, but no one has pretty much hit 4, except for Kupi as well as the Masha, and maybe even Rekt coming from Evil's Legends, but they do not want to come in here, but the Kufra catches off Luminaire, and that will be first blood. Meteor Shower coming in, but not going to be able to do anything about this.
The first mistake of the game, he tries to flicker out of the bouncing ball, is just like, no, you're going to stay right where you are.
Yep, and a turtle going to be half HP here, and seems to be they don't exactly have a lot of physical damage coming from this wall. Evo's Legends trying for the steal. Donkey gonna go for a swing. Here comes the Masha. Can they steal it off? Now, unfortunately, the retry will be committed here coming from this wall.
Yeah, I love it so far. I really do. Good. I mean, everything about this team is telling me that they are doing things intentionally with motive and with reason as well. Like even in, unfortunately, Evo's Legends Luminite did actually make a little bit of blunder there. He should probably should have held up his flicker until the bouncing ball was over. But you know, it's one of those moments where it's like you can't really help it.
Yeah, definitely. And not to mention, well, he was kind of caught off guard from the bushes as well, so didn't expect to coming a Tyrant's Revenge out of nowhere. However, Evo's Legends, they have a little bit of time here, but Donkey instantly cancels with the charge.
Nice. That was dirty. That was really dirty.
Very quick reaction here coming from Donkey.
And I mean, that's why I really say that he is one of the best players in the tournament alone. Like, he may be playing a tank role, but like, he makes you appreciate your tanks when they're playing it like him.
Yeah, I even mean it. Story with Scott as well coming from XCC Sport. He said that, yeah, Donkey is one of the best tanks in the world. But I don't know, in terms of demonstration here, being called the best tank in the world, will he be able to uphold that title? That's going to be the question here. However, as well, a little bit aggressive here with the Brilliance and Aura, and also Donkey is a little bit safe here because I don't think this one's going to come in here. Wall charge connects on the tree, but he's going to buy a little bit of time here.
No.
Here comes the Fist Crack, and Donkey will get punished.
I mean, Donkey was like, he was trying to go for something there, wanted to disrespect Clear the Waves a little bit more, but they're not just gonna let him walk away with that. Great fist crack into fist break into fist crack.
Yep. And speaking of which, they're going to be transitioning in objectives, and somehow Evo's Legends, they're creeping. It's a pretty nice Rags almost get bursted down from the turtle buff, and that's the power of the Lunox with the penetration here. Luminaire is going to try and zone it off, but fortunately for Evo's Legends, they will make it out alive. Economy-wise, it is still 50-50 as of now.
Yeah, looking so good so
Turtle
far.
resurrecting
Oh,
soon.
they're gonna start with 5 turns. We're already being popped, but they get a good kill on to Luminaire once more. His immobility is starting to cost him, and not having Flicker at that point in time. Unfortunate Aura, he takes quite a bit of damage, but he can still win this matchup. He just needs to punch it out. Oh no! Quick off fist pushes him into the wall. Great start, but he tries to make it out. Great 1v1. Zeka, great off fist. He gets the Flicker. Fist crack. He is stuck.
Oh my god, that was a crazy play here coming from Zeka. This Vault was able to go for a solo kill, and because of this, Evo's Legends, they are on the delay here. They need to drag this out to a split push game. However, Juan is going to make sure this middle tower doesn't break yet in favor of this Vault. Here comes Dragon. They are going to be stacking up those charges here. How are they going to be able to go for next team fight here? Donkey still trying their best to open the map a little bit more.
Man, I wish there was a replay of that 1v1 because so many small things added up into their favor. But hold on, Rex is in trouble here. He has to pop the Blazing Duet to get the shield. He can't use his Battle Mirror image just yet with that bouncing ball on top of him. But again, you know, a short ultimate to not dying, I'll give that trade-off.
Yeah, definitely here. However, he's going to protecting Zeka right now, securing the gold buff for themselves. And this Vault, they don't exactly have a marksman to work with. We've talked about earlier stage, but you know, this guy's the marksman here. But Aura, he wants to go for a revenge fight here, but Fistcrack is there, no available. Zeka gonna get disarmed a little bit here, but Zeka will just go for a little bit of harassment. However, on the bottom side here, they will get Donkey once again.
They finally get, they're catching a lot of them up. Ooh, a double kill once more. Cupid is not letting them play the game. Is dual actually standing up to against the Indonesian champions. Aura taking quite a bit of damage from fist break, crack into fist break. Zeka, now he doesn't want to move any further. He needs the safety of his turret. He's not trying to go up and beyond, especially against a matchup which he might lose.
Definitely here, and there's Walk with the Kufra, gonna try to go for the zone here. Turtle Buff is still available on Kupi here, and Evil's Legends, they're trying to stall this game. I'm not sure how long, but objective-wise, it's trading 50-50 here coming from this wall, and they'll be able to actually tally against this. Look at this, they're just making sure that this matcha doesn't get out of control.
I mean, remember that Evil's Legends, their composition is a 4-1. They're kind of waiting on Aura to kind of scale up, and I think Evos realizes, oh boy, hold up. Oh, Sawo is taking quite a bit of damage, survives, pops the Revitalize early on. Glorious Pathway is popped as well, but they're just going to buy time just so that the team can take the turtle away. QP again, having that turtle buff. Oof.
Wow. Once again securing the turtle buff, and we see immediate arrival transitions here, but Xbox is not in this fight here from Seth as well. Evil's Legends going for the meteor shower, and Happy will get taken down. Sawo is going to be next as well, and they've overcommitted this fight here. This Vault overestimating their ability despite seeing the Xbox arrivaling downside here, and I'm surprised they still took that fight into a 3v4 situation.
I mean, just look at the fight. The moment it starts, you can see that there's a huge number difference, 3 to 4. They gave up pressure down bottom. They saw it happening. They're like, all right, call in the boys. We get both wrecked as well they're coming through. And QP, he gets chunked out before the fight even starts. Using that brilliance, he doesn't want to be part of this anymore.
Yeah, and at the same time here, Evil's Legends, they're buying a little bit more time for this Marshall to scale a little bit longer here. But the glowing one is up on one, so this is where one is going to come online. Insanity pops in here, Sunset tries to go for the gold crab here, and River Crab will be secured from Reg, and he's a little bit low. War Chance coming from Donkey, and they will secure that kill for themselves. And Evil's Legends, they are getting the right kills now, and Golden Staff finally up on Reg. This is where Evil Legends will start to pick up their momentum now.
It's time, man. They're getting their big boy items. Like, man, you thought they were like, slowly losing out. They managed to keep the golden potential substantially little, like 1 to 2k, 30k at a certain point, but Deersfall never was able to get very far with that small goalie. I mean, again, it's so early into the game, 8 minutes, and I think this has been one of the most slow-paced games compared to some of the other games we've seen the rest of the days.
Definitely here. And speaking of trading 50-50s, right? This entire game has been trading 50-50s here. Evil Legends, they understood their timings. Now they've got their timing. They are not happy about their early aggression here coming from Deersfall, and they will punish the high loss. This time, Sabo coming in. Where's the Tyrant Stage? The bouncing ball is there. But where's the follow-on? Sunset, you're shooting in the wrong direction here. And Sabo will pop the Revitalize. But however, a little bit late to the party here as Deersfall will be on the retreat here, because at the same time, Kubi from the side, you're gonna get surrounded. He goes for a monster kill strike, but it will get shut down from this Chang E.
Ooh, that has to be a big mistake coming out from Deersfall. Must have been a miscommunication for sure, because getting caught like that and then going in for a fight without the rest of your team to back you up, that's kind of a that's usually not what teams do. And considering how Deersfall has been playing so far, it feels a little uncharacteristic to do a mistake like that.
Yeah.
Beck in trouble, gets stunned by the Law and Order, but quick flicker, instantly getting caught out by the Quick Gong Fist. Zeka nails another one.
Nice consolation prize there coming from Deersfall, taking down Wreck here. However, the Lord has been secured from the side of Evil's Legends. This time they have the lead. They are going to press the advantage here. Deersfall, like you said, a little bit of small mistakes right there, just to a little bit saturated in terms of team fights, right? I'm surprised they split up 2 different fights. They weren't in the situation to take a team fight. Hylos were kind of caught off rather early as well.
Yeah.
There was just no follow-up.
Yeah, and this just netted Evil's Legends just a free Lord. It's like, wow, I didn't expect to take Lord this easily, and especially considering the timing. I think Deersfall was aware of that timing, but got punished instead.
Yeah, I know you guys is not on screen, right? I wanted to point out a little bit of microplay here. Donkey was actually wall blocking the Lord to delay the push here, to try and sync up with the creep wave who's coming down from the downside here from the Marsha before actually pushing this wave. However, now back into the team fight here. One going to dive on, but Devu, they are on the retreat here. Revitalize has been popped up. Evil's Legends, they want to fight against this, but here comes Aura. Casually taps him, takes the high lows down, and Deersfall, they are getting pushed back. Tier 2's going to be exposed here, and Evil's Legends, they want to close out this game. Sabo charging up the Tyrant's Revenge, catches on one. Where's the Tyrant's Revenge? No follow-up. Here comes the Fistcrack, gets pushed back instead from the Valor. Evil's Legends not letting him burst them down. goes for the win, takes them down, 3 men down from the side of Duel's Wall.
Yeah, and slowly, Duel's Vault, they're losing control over this game. EVOS Legends keep catching them out every single time. Duel's Vault tries to make a play. They get punished instead, and now they're in trouble. Donkey already going for the big dive. They get the exploit with the meteor shower. They are unstoppable. Glorious Pathway trying to slow down the wave. He needs a little bit more health to kind of protect himself, but the Ring Puncher isn't going to be enough as the rest of the team starts pulling through. They don't break the inhibitor just yet. They're holding on, but Aura, he doesn't care. Breaks bottom inhibitor, and EVOS Legends profit off Lord.
Yeah, nicely done here. However, on the top side, EVOS Legends, they're thinking about closing up the top side here. Tyrant's Revenge getting charged up, connects on the 2. Tyrant's Rage slams on the 2 as well, but there's no fist crack here. The Badak gets taken down. Here comes the Blazing Duet. Wreck will shut them out. Deals Vault, they are under the defense here, and now they want to catch on towards the Lunox. Greediness has been committed here. The Highlands will get shut down. The Chang'e is out of control. Monster kill for 1. He's a little bit low. Insanity from Sunset has been expended, but what can they do? What can they do? Because why? Wreck is here!
Wreck godlike already, and EVOS Legends turned up the gears the moment they had opportunity. Oh no! Luminaire quickly walking into base using... Oh, that's so dirty. Walks in to make a statement.
Yeah, EVOS Legends, they understood their timings, they played it to the beat here, and Deus Vault wasn't expecting that kind of aggression here. But it all started when I believe one first got that glowing one here, and then just transitioned into a snowball with the Chang'e.
Honestly, I think it's mistakes that actually cost them the game, because they were going very even, but heavily, they were doing really well. But I just think that you were the map so much better. Look at the 15 to 8, they were ahead in the mid to early stages of the game. They knew it, and eventually EVOS just slowly took control over the game. By the time it hit that 31k mark, they realized, okay, yeah, our quad is pretty big. Chang'e is great. Aura has scaled, and now we just need to split them up on the map, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, exactly. And at the same time as well, I want to give credit to Luminaire as well, because there was this one moment that things could have went south here if Silka was able to land the fist crack, right?
And he cancels it, yeah.
But immediately before he pops the fist crack, gets pushed back before the fist crack animation, and there was a clutch moment here. I'm not sure you're going to be seeing in the highlights here, but later on we will see in the final 2 fights here. But early stage here, like you said as well, they had advantage from side as well. They were snowballing their way through here. But let's talk about the turning point later on though.
Yeah, I mean, the turning point later on, it really came down because you can see these plays is when esports was really disrespecting a lot of the plays being made by Deus Vault, and they're like, oh, okay, maybe, okay, after a couple, testing the water, sticking their foot in the pool, realizing it's a little cold, they gotta wait until they warm up before they jump back into the pool. And this was an absolutely amazing 1v1. Like, Zeka, he knew he had the flicker, flickers forward, Qui-Gong fists in, and more importantly, he actually cancels Aura's ultimate because of it earlier, positioning himself to get the Qui-Gong fist into the wall.
Yeah,
like,
even Aura as well, he popped the regen, and it was cancelled by the minion here, which was kind of unfortunate, and because of that, he wasn't able to actually scale well to fight against the 1v1 of Nirvana, so it was a bit unfortunate there, micro mistake there. However, yeah, I think it was this fight, right? Later on? No, it wasn't this fight.
I mean, this was just the beginning and the end for Deus Vault, because eventually it just snowballed out of control. I think we just missed that fist crack here. Fist crack being cancelled by the player at the very end. But overall, I think the moment the snowball got going for EVOS Esports, and especially when you have something like a Chang'e and a Grok, where, not to mention, like, you have Export on the other side, it doesn't really matter. You don't have that lead anymore.
Oh yeah.
Your turrets is not safe.
Oh yeah, definitely here. And you saw how Marsha was able to just go out of control later on once he does a couple items, right? But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, you remember the point I brought out as well. There was this micro thing here. I'm not sure if you paid attention to the screen. On the mini map as well, Donkey was like blocking the Lord to actually sync up with the creep waves coming from the middle and also the bottom side. So because of that micro details, the creep wave was tallied up to attack with Deus Vault base, and because of that, they were able to push both the middle lane and the bottom lane at the same time, and Deus Vault was unable to defend against this siege here coming from the Marsha. Oro as well, taking down the tier 3 was fantastically done from EVOS Legends.
High level minion wave management. I think it's just a great way to kind of sync it up using that Guardian's Barrier as a more effective tool compared to just like, oh, you're just blocking off your enemies from making escapes, forcing out flickers, yada yada yada. But great play overall from EVOS Legends here. Deus Vault to kind of think about what they're doing, because I think they're number one, The draft was great.
Oh,
The
yeah.
draft was absolutely great. They were holding up, waiting for the counter picks. They almost drafted very similarly to Evo's Legends, where they kind of hold up, wait for them to go for something, find their linchpins, and then look to punish.
I think one of the toughest part about the Madang pick was that early on you're going to be able to scale up because we all know the timings of our fighters are relatively early compared to Marksman, right? But as soon as Cloud came out online from side Eagles Legends, we pretty much know it was pretty much a done deal just because like they don't have those close gap, the range to close the gap to actually catch them off, and most of the time I think Pyros was kind of picked off a lot of times, and because of that they just gave away small little bits of timing or breathing space for Evo Legends to just capitalize later on, which is very nicely done.
Yeah, honestly I think this one, the composition was a team fight composition. And
yeah.
It was kind of dependent on the ultimate from the Lunox. Like if Lunox goes in and doesn't get that initial kill, then it starts to become a problem because the moment the darkening is over and you lose that, you know, that machine gun mage moment, it's like, oh no, now I have this huge gap which I can't really capitalize on, and I think my team is the back away. I honestly think that Evo's Legends played a great game just playing around that ultimate alone.
Yeah, definitely here as well. And you could see from early stages of the game here, Deoswald has been looking for fights after fights, right? Evo's Legends has been dodging all the fights completely. They just don't exactly commit a lot here. We saw a couple of overextension. You talk about disrespect in a way from the side of Donkey, right? But from my perspective, it's more like, yeah, the whole point of having Donkey just go out of control is to open the map, and he forced a lot of commitments here in the sense where, hey, pop all your ultimates, fine. Like, let's say the Fist Crack comes in, the Lunox Grenade comes in, the Darkening comes in, right? You kill the tank, fine. As long as my core is safe, that's like a 30 to 40 second cooldown window where it just lays that, hey, my marksman, farm, they have no ultimate, they're going to be fine. And in this case, it feels like they're trading very smartly, but at the same time, they learn to salvage their situation.
Yeah, I think they avoided fights nicely. They were playing around, making sure that, you know, Lunox, she was already like 5-0 during the mid game. It's like, okay, maybe we don't want to deal with her just yet. Let's kind of scale up and get into the game. Or finally is like, all right, I've lost enough 1v1s. I am a beast now. Let's go. Let's do this. And then Deerswall kind of handed them like a lot of mistakes. Like, here, take one of my members. Oh, we're going to lose an objective from that. We just lost one. Oh no, this is bad. Like, this is game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you're talking about point that Hylos would call out the middle stage, right? Like, he got killed off completely, and then it's like out of nowhere the Kufra came in for the fallout, which didn't exactly tally or saved it, and they just like went in one by one and just got picked off time and time again.
Exactly, and with a team composition that's based around team fights from Deerswall, it's like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Please. No. Can we get an uwu on the screen? But yeah, I do think Deerswall actually shows a lot of, you know, top tier mechanics as well as a good idea of how to play the game. And those two alone, this is going to be a much more interesting group than we initially thought.
Yeah, definitely here. But at the same time here, you talk about it as well off the screen. You know, if Deerswall secures the 2-1 against Evo's Legends now, this is going to be a huge upset, or maybe a very confusing day for us casters as well as the fans. Who is actually going to beat out this Group B?
Yeah, I think we've kind of been waiting for a group that's like that. I think Group D might be the group, and I think Deerswall shows a lot of art, shows a lot of potential to maybe take the game off of Evo's Legends. They played it slow, hopefully they change it up here. And it looks like they are setting up to get into the game. So, those people who are like, inherited this talk show, well, you're going to get the game in a little bit. So just be a little bit more patient. It's coming up. I want to see the games just as much as you do.
What talk show, bro?
This talk show.
This talk show, isn't it interesting?
The
no?
Ice Baby.
The Icy Baby Gideon.
We don't have a ship name or anything like that.
Icy Gideon. Icy.
Ice Cube?
Gideon Baby.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
That works.
Yeah, that sounds like Ice Cube, bro. That's
the door's that way. The door's that way. The door is that way, alright? I'm not gonna take it from you. Majin did it all day long, and I was just like, no, don't. Not gonna let it happen.
Alright. You know, pretty much the talk show moment is over here. Ice Cube show. Now we're back to Icy Baby 1-2 and Gideon Q for you for game number 2 in this draft pick here. Once again, first phase ban towards Natalia, and very respecting towards Natalia. I'm surprised. I kind of want to see the Natalia just kind of
like what happened. Yeah, what happens if you let them get it? Like, how good can this Natalia be?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Like we saw a couple of games where I think Toda played. And remember that game where they had the Masha and also I believe it was was it again?
You literally have it written.
Oh, no, no. Yeah,
Look, you literally have it
oh,
written. Don't worry, you can look through it. We'll get back to that. But yeah, so far, like having Natalia banned is kind of throwing off the stats a little bit. It's like, oh, there's not too much information out there on how good Natalia is, especially in the international stages. But you know, let's see. So what was it?
The Masha and the Hellcat, right?
And the Hellcat,
Yeah, they
yes.
kind of like split push all the way through from top and bottom. But in this case here, you know, I want to see, does the Natalia give the same effect? Like, just be able to split push out of control.
Yeah, I mean, if you want Natalia, you kind of have to give up the Masha at this point, because I can understand Hellcat is, you know, a replacement for these marksmen. Same as, you know, Aldios as well. They both kind of fit that role where it's like, hey, we have great utility, but we can also be the marksman, by the way.
True. But speaking of which here, Evil's Legend, this time they're going to be banning off the Kimi here, and I'm surprised considering that the Kimi was completely just let off in game number 1, right? So Deusvault is like, are we going to pick the Kimi?
I actually like this from EVOS because they know, like, okay, if we're gonna get anything and we first pick Gronk, like, I don't want you to have Kimi. Like, let's make that very clear.
I like how Evil's Legends based on the first game's draft and second game's draft, where they actually draft according to their opponents here. Like, you see, like, if I take out a tank, I'm going to take out tank from my side. If I take out a marksman, I'm going to take out marksman from my side as well. Just to kind of, like, limit or equalize the pool here from both sides.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good here. And, ooh, Clawback coming in from Deusvault. That really limits the marksman pool.
I think that